All right, good morning and welcome to a Saturday edition of The Buzz. We are covering the field hockey game here. It's Leavitt versus St. Dom's, and we're getting ready here. It looks like Coach Ward is ready to get started with her team, and it's a pretty cold one. It's, 33 degrees this morning?
Just over freezing.
Just over freezing, yeah. I just scraped my car off to get here. So St. Dom's looks like they did their huddle, getting ready to come out, and Leavitt's doing their powwow. Coach Ward's hurrying them up, I can tell. I'm familiar with that. And I don't think there's anybody out there without Under Armour on. Everybody looks pretty cold.
Hi, how we doing?
Good morning.
It's good. Are we live?
Yes,
We are live. Is this going to be the okay window for me? If I'm over here? Okay.
So you want to run the camera?
I can wear a lot of different hats. You're going to have to do this, though. The sun is very bright.
It is very bright. Go with the sunglasses.
I didn't bring mine out from the car, and I'm definitely not going back for them. So this is their second time playing this year. And I remember reading in the Sun Journal last time that their coach, Abby Bowie, was very impressed with how well not Haley Damasio. That's Paige Damasio. Sorry, Paige. I had her in class, too. Oh, Paige Damasio did. All right, here we go. The pass back. The typical pass to the right. You always want the ball on the right side of the field.
Why so?
On your right side, because it's your strong side. So you're not using the...
Because you got to play right-handed,
Yes.
right? Is there anybody that plays left-handed? You get a left-handed stick?
No, it's more just that that reverse stick skill work should be a little bit easier if it is on your left side. Let's see here. Hit the foot.
So
Pretty hard hit there. I'm going to go out.
St. Dom's at Leavitt today. Did a little research here before the game. Just got up in the booth. St. Dom's is 3-3 on the year. The Hornets 3-2-1 coming off the tie game yesterday. Great tilt with the Lewiston Blue Devils 1-1.
Ball going up the field.
Yes, yeah,
Big
that's
wide
good.
pass. There we go. I have a feeling this game's going to get a little bit slippery because the grass is thawing as they're
Yes.
playing.
Yeah, there's
And-
a little bit of a frosty coat on the field today.
Yeah, for sure. So right now, Leavitt's playing on their left side, which Coach Ward is not going to be happy about. But one of the things that you can play on your left side, but one of the biggest things is that a lot of people don't realize that only the ball has to be in bounds. Your entire body can be out of bounds and everything but the ball. So that's really how you should successfully play on the left side if you're really trying to bring the ball up the field. So as long as they're doing that, I think she'll be okay. Ball going into this, it looks like it made it into the circle. Defensive play there.
I have a Buzz Media question.
What's up?
Is Mike, should Caroline run the switching the cameras if you're actually running a camera?
Should she what?
Run the laptop to switch cameras?
Ball coming up the field.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like, is that Ava trying to get through the little scrum here? Hit her foot, so she's just going to kind of honestly back out of the play and drop back and get ready to play some defense. It's interesting that St. Thomas didn't send anybody on the other side of the 25 once the ball was that close to the 25, because that just meant that they had no options.
Caroline, all you need to do, anytime you want to switch, it's the preview to program button.
Okay.
Obviously there's nothing to show right now because
Yeah, I was like,
I'll be downfield and you can do it.
Okay, I was like, so I won't be clicking that button right now because I don't think anyone wants to see my hand. I mean, wearing gloves, so. Ball coming in. Good defense right there. Reverse sweep, but that's going to be dangerous because it can't go above the knee. Happens a lot.
Now, in a full swing, you can't do that, but you can. I talked to Coach Wood yesterday. You can flick it from the
Yes,
ground.
on a scoop you can. In that case, she wouldn't have really been able to scoop anyways because it would have been dangerous to even start the scoop. But like on a free, they can scoop right on in to whatever space, and then they have to allow the person to like receive the ball, so it's not like a mosh pit of bodies trying to get that ball. But if it's a hit ball, it can't be above the knees. Dribbling in. Some stick clanking there. There we go. Some scrum here in the middle. Good save by Haley.
Paige.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Paige. She's going to watch this and she's going to come find me. Oh, Leavitt got lucked out there with looked like probably a hack.
A hack is like stick to stick.
Yeah, it's when they're, there's a scoop that you were talking about. But in that case, the ball didn't get high enough, so it was considered dangerous. So then it's a reverse to to St. Dom's. Yeah, those scoops have to get pretty high, or it really needs to go to a space that doesn't set it up to be dangerous. All right, switch the camera here. Mr. Davis is down there. Good ball to the middle there. There we go. This is what we want. We want the ball on the right side. Kira's got some space. She made a nice pass. Nope, it made it. Nope, hear the whistle. I can't see that ref, though. I'll switch it back to Coach Hath's camera.
Yeah, when the ball is down in that area, that's going to be the best place for you to go to Davis.
Okay.
Because I can't get by the window.
Okay, yeah.
So the limitations of the Buzz Media booth.
Yes.
Hey, Davis, if you go down there, that's the best spot because I can't get the camera down there.
Oop, hang on.
So that's the best place to switch.
There we go. I know, I can't actually see much further down.
Hey, Jen Jordan, Camden's jacket's in my car. It's in the front seat. You can grab it.
There we go. Ball's nice and wide. I'm going to switch to Mr. Davis, but he's not quite there yet. There we go. He's getting there. He's walking by people. Camera's tilted kind of low, but there we go. Ball's coming back up. Good dribble up the field. Sorry, people, if I'm switching the camera too fast. Let's see here. Oh, that went off her foot. But in that case, she didn't blow the whistle because it like naturally resolved itself. Nice wide pass. Pull backwards. A little stick work from Kira right into her feet. So in that case, if Kira hadn't been successful after she hit that girl's foot, they would definitely make that call because Kira doesn't continue to have the advantage and win that ball.
And I'm guessing, strategically,
Uh-oh.
the right wing on offense is going to be somebody who's good with stick.
I have a notification saying that our hotspot quality is poor.
That's all right. We'll be good.
Okay.
So Kira being on the right wing, probably because she's one of our more skilled offensive players.
And she's pretty quick. Usually they're either that top left or the top right, depending on what we're trying to do. Obviously, if we're trying to get the ball to the right side as much as possible, you probably want Kira on that right side. Here's a corner. So the ball has to go out of the circle and then back in. That was a nice shot. That was a good play right there. Good rebound. The goalie's doing a nice job. Sticks her down. And out. So yeah, on a corner, I think that sometimes people don't know that that's one of the rules. It used to be, it went out, so it's a long for Leavitt. The ball has to travel 5 yards when you're inside the 25 before you can just drive it into the circle. And then on a corner, the ball has to go out of the circle and then back in because any goal scored, the ball has to be in the circle. So that was a nice pass back right there by Ginny. Good pull right there. So in that case, she should have gotten a call. There we go. Just kind of stuck right there, but there we go. Someone stepped up for a pass. Stick stayed nice and low. There we go. That was a good save. Is that Eve?
Martineau.
Yep. Here goes Abby. Abby was a soccer transplant.
No kidding.
Yeah, freshman year. Her and Bailey Lane came over. I think there was a year there was like 47 girls trying to play soccer. That's a good problem to have.
Some substitute action for the Hornets.
Yep, and you can sub on the fly here.
Right.
I'm going to switch to Davis so we can see a little bit better.
Visconti out of the game. Saw Daisy Twitchell come into the game. Number 17.
Yep.
Daisy, Megan, and Kara were pretty good on defense yesterday. It looks like Prosser kind of moves back and forth between offense and defense a little bit.
Yeah, more of like that midfield. It looks like Coach Ward has switched back to the 2-3-2-3 maybe. That's what it looks like from here. Where you got like almost like two up forwards, kind of some mids, some almost like mid backs. That's what it looks like, but she might switch periodically. There we go, a little bit of a scrum here, and another corner. So a lot of times one of the strategies is if you know that your corner isn't going to go the way you want it to almost try to like draw a foul on the other team. Part of it's so that it tires them out because they have to go all the way to the back. And it's a lot of running. A lot of running. I'm going to keep it on Mr. Davis's camera, I think.
Definitely.
Yep.
Anytime we're down there.
All right, so here's the ball to Ginny. A little bit of a move here. Reverse kind of shot. It looks like they had a Leavitt player this time, though, so it's coming out. With the glare, I can't see everybody's numbers very well. I know who they are.
I'm a little bit of a disadvantage because I need the glasses to see.
There we go. Well, that was good defense for that breakaway right there. Looked like that was Megan Nason that had some good defense right there. I'm always team defense, though. That's my favorite.
Emma Beattie, the freshman in the game as well.
Yeah, she's in my HBT.
She scored the goal yesterday to tie it up.
Yeah, she's...
Rebound shot.
Yeah. Her grandmother was Barbara Beattie, the home ec teacher at Tripp Middle School.
I actually had her at the high school. She was at the high school for a while.
Oh, I had her at Tripp Middle. We made apple crisp and like pillows. That's what I remember. All right, I'm going to switch to Davis again. I hope I'm on the right one. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. There we go. That looks a little bit better. There we go. Moving the ball. Jenny's, that one, she had her stick down. She won that one. There we go. A little bit of defense from Abby. That's good. It's called channeling. That's what she was doing. Kind of like shadowing and keeping them, containing them to one spot. That was a good heart.
A great game yesterday, but also got her hand mashed between two sticks.
Oh, that hurt so bad. And it was cold yesterday, too, so that hurts twice as bad.
She was bruised and bloodied yesterday, but not affecting her today, it doesn't look like.
It is very, very rough to get hit, but if you're lucky ball.
Also a great game yesterday. She's got good stick skills.
Yep, the stick skills are definitely really out, like, even just from 10 years ago, stick skills are just getting more and more and more impressive because there's more videos, more skill practices, all kinds of things like that for people to do. And all kinds of things like that. I think all.
Ginny also very aggressive.
Yes. Let's see what they're gonna do. Oh, long hit. So long hit. It used to be called that, and the ball would actually go where that gentleman is over there by the cone.
Yep.
And it was pretty difficult to really succeed at any capacity. That should be a corner. Yeah, Jenny hit that ball right into that girl. I guarantee that girl is feeling that in her ankle.
And the corner isn't technically in the corner. It's more between the corner and the edge of the goal, correct?
Yeah, it's so it's that half circle and it's 5 yards in from the half circle. Or it's about 5. Typical pose for the corner here. Ball goes out. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they're going to get another corner here. So as soon as that official kind of holds their arm pointing towards their goal, that means that they're noticing another foul. And then sometimes they'll hold the call to try and see if the play is going to evolve. But then if it doesn't, then they'll start the corner. A little bit of a bouncer there. Wide pass. Let's see. Oh, she's right there. Oh, that was close. That was a good attempt. That was close. She had her stick down and everything, but I think with the grass, it's kind of frozen, so there's a little more bounce to it. All right, so now it's a 16-yard coming out. There's no actual 16-yard marker, but that's,
You can see the moisture on the field, too. When they do the long hits, you can see it fly up off the ball.
Yeah, the weather's definitely a factor for today. There we go. Good pass in. That was a great pass in.
Around the goal, see if they can
Stay nice and low there. Let's see. Oh, that one's going to come off of a Leavitt foot this time.
Talking to Coach Ward, too, yesterday, she said typically this time of year is like state championship time. So typically those games are on turf and you're not playing on grass.
Yes, the ground isn't as frozen.
Than the teams are used to.
Yeah, this is definitely, definitely would be turf time for Western and Eastern or Northern and Southern Maine, whatever they're doing now. I think it was Eastern and Western. That was a nice shot there. Oh, over committed to the tip on that one, but it was close. Went wide.
Leavitt definitely on the offensive after the early flurry
Yes.
from St. Thomas.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They've definitely been able to put the pressure on. I think St. Thomas is getting a little bit tired. But it's also incredibly cold, so.
I know. I noticed number 10 for St. Thomas out there. No care though, going no sleeves.
I
She might be the only one.
She probably is, but I'm guessing that she's knowing that she's not coming out and she's gonna run a lot. She might be like a center mid area. She's a forward, so
I think she's just tough.
yeah. I could always warm up with the layers, but I could never play with the layers on.
Right.
Couldn't do it. All right, there's another foul.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that one's definitely too high.
Almost caught Megan Nason right in the face.
Yeah, not
Would not have been good.
definitely not what anybody wants. Nobody wants to get hit. Nobody wants to get hit today, especially,
Right.
let alone like in the face. On that one, it looks like maybe her shoulder just kind of picked up a little bit too high. But it happens. Especially if you're trying to go as fast as you can, because one of the big things is you don't want to lose that momentum. You want to go as fast as possible. So a lot of those happen they're a part of the game. They happen all the time. Nice wide. So see, we're trying to get to our right. That's exactly what, if we could hear Coach Ward, that's what she'd be yelling about. Let's see, switch back to yours for a minute. I think you've got a better view right now. So that hit a foot right there. Yeah. There we go. I will say they've done a good job of keeping us on the left side. But yeah, those transfer passes, those are, right now it wouldn't be a good idea. So those transfer passes, we pass the ball backwards and then try to get it to the other side. But, oh, there we go. That was...
We've gone to quarters this year.
Yeah, they've switched to quarters for, I think, obviously, because I want to make sure if at this point in the year, if the weather was a factor, they could at least say they've got this much into the game. So yeah, definitely St. Dom's definitely started out pretty strong on that one, and then Leavitt seemed like they kind of warmed up and got moving. But yeah, it's funny because we can't see the scoreboard. So we just have to. Good thing we can hear the horn this time. If we couldn't have heard the horn, well, that was like when DeGon and I did it last year for homecoming. We couldn't see it, so we thought it was just a really long timeout for 2 minutes.
Having you down there is awesome. Yeah, because I can't even get the goal in there really. Right, and I don't know if I went in the other window if it would be better or not, but yeah, let's roll with it.
Yep. So there we go. We've got the.
So I also talked to Coach Wood yesterday, and she said that. What do you got, Davis? The sling box. Talked to Coach Ward yesterday, and she said that the quarters are okay, but you had to sacrifice your timeouts. So now
Yeah.
timeouts. So
Ooh.
she doesn't like it as much.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And what I would say about Coach Ward is if knowing from playing with her and coaching with her, if she's calling a timeout, you are in trouble.
Right.
So I guess for the girls, it's an advantage because they have to wait for the quarter.
They don't have to feel the wrath of Coach Ward.
Yeah, it's and I remember as a coach being like, "We got to call a timeout. We got to do this. They're not doing what we need them to do. Call the timeout." And sometimes she'd listen, but most of the time, Coach Ward she's very methodical with her timeouts. So I'm sure for her that is an advantage that she's missing. She's got her arms moving in there. She seems pretty calm right now, though.
Did you get like one timeout per half? Was that what it was? Or
I usually thought it was 2.
just 2 per half or per game?
Geez, I can't even remember. I coached for 6 years, and I can't even. You can tell how many timeouts I took.
I like to try to hold on to them in basketball.
Yeah.
I will use them if there's once you get to like 8's usually my number. If they score 8 points in a row and we don't score, typically we'll call one. Sometimes I'll let it ride to 10 if it's early.
Yep.
But I like to try to save them for the big momentum shifts or the end of the game situations.
Yep. I could definitely. I remember when I was working all the basketball games at Husson, they were playing. It was the girls playing MMA, and their coach used all of his timeouts in a row.
I've seen my good friend Jim Ford, who was the former Oak Hill and UVA Augusta coach, and I've seen Jim use a series of timeouts and really for some different reasons too, which was always interesting interesting. In football, you get 3 per half, so it's pretty strategic. I usually try to save at least 1 for the end of the first half, so you have it for a 2-minute drill.
Yep.
But I'll always use 1 if I feel like it's going to get us out of a bad play. Like maybe we're in the wrong formation or whatever.
Or you see something that they're doing and you know you're not ready for it.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like he's definitely a little bit different, especially where you can sub so fluidly as well, that if it's like you want to call a timeout specifically for one person, you can just sub them out.
Who's number 10 for us?
Number 10, that's Jaslyn Clark.
Oh, Jaslyn is in the game. She played a little bit yesterday.
Yep.
Played a lot in the JV game afterwards.
Yep.
Jaslyn, one of our cohort A interns.
Oh, there we go. So she obviously can call the game. There we go. I know that's mind-boggling because normally, they have to switch halves, but it's only been a quarter, so they don't switch yet.
Right.
Usually, Coach Ward would, because when they do the coin toss, you get to choose the position or the, position or ball, and a lot of the times they like to be going towards the track for the second half.
Why is that?
I think it's for subbing the forwards. It's just a little bit easier.
And I heard somebody yesterday say something about the wind.
Yeah.
They were surprised they chose a certain side because they were running into the wind in the second half.
Yeah, and that would definitely be one of the things that they're trying to consider. Because right now it doesn't seem like it seems pretty calm. It doesn't seem like there's a breeze, but and also Coach always likes to have them trying to score on their where their fans are.
On their side.
Yeah. A little extra push. Normally there's sometimes the football team comes over and cheers, and then all the fans are on that side. So, and then also when the ball goes long on this side, if it hits that softball field, it's going quite a ways. So depending on what's going on in the game, there we go. I'm going to switch the camera back, I think, because you've got the better view here.
It's like off leg there of a St. Dom's player.
And a lot of the time, so if it hits the leg, sometimes it's the defense doing a really good job of actually getting it into their feet. But a lot of times it's about being low. Field hockey is all about that control with your body. So the lower you are, the better off you usually are. Obviously we don't want to be like sitting on the ground, but because then that would be considered dangerous. But
right, it's 20. Somebody sat on the ball yesterday.
Yeah.
27 Visconti.
Yes. So there we go. Ball's going wide. Oh, stick drop. Also, with the weather this cold, when you do drive the ball, sometimes it is very painful on your hands.
Oh, kind of like the stinger in baseball.
Yes. Yeah.
Right to the right side.
Just a wide ball there. Yep. Kira tipped her head back. She knew she wanted that one. Should have had that one.
She was going with it before
she was just a step ahead. That's all. Oh, now we got 2 balls there. Here we go.
We got the parents on ball duty. Jen Jordan out there trying to manage a coffee and.
So yeah, there's a scoop that was pretty successful. It went right into an open space, and for them, that's where they would want it, so that forward could just run right onto the ball and go towards the goal. So she was going for the scoop there, but I think she kind of rushed it. That's all, which can happen. You're trying to move quick. Here we go. They've got a decent amount of space here. She should get that ball right up. Oh, right into the feet. Yep. That was into the feet of number 23 is Maddie Tyus. She's a senior. And I will say playing defense on the left side really stinks. It's way harder because it's their strong side, your weak side. A lot of times it is one of those faster players.
Good pass ahead by Visconti there.
Yep, that was a nice lead pass.
Eva Gagnon trying to run it down.
She should get a call there. Yep. Off the feet there, kind of a little bit of like a hacking off the feet. And sometimes if you're not positioning your body correctly, it's not gonna work out for you. And definitely St. Dom's doing a pretty good job of keeping their sticks down when they're in the circle, but in that case that looked like there was some bodies in the way there. And switching over as we get down to that side. Oh, let's see, am I on the wrong one here? Let's see. There we go. Okay. So here's our corner. So this time, instead of up to the top of the circle, they're going to go wide and back down to Kira. And then usually that's a centering pass from there. Stay nice and low. Ooh. just a little bit wide there, but it stayed in the circle, so they're going to keep on. There we go. And that one just went out. So definitely getting some, they're getting some really good looks. And this is going to be Leavitt's ball because it looked like it went off the goalie. If a goalie deliberately hit the ball out of bounds, it's a stroke. I did that once. I did save the stroke, though.
You have to at that point.
Yeah. Well, our goalie got hurt, and we didn't have a backup, so I had to play. My first game was against Bates. That was fun. There was definitely a third party, too, that did not get called, and I was very upset. Well, that was a good shot there. And, they're going to say that it was almost like her body positioning. It was almost like a boxing out situation.
Goalie for St. Dom's playing okay so far.
Yeah, she's definitely done pretty well. She's definitely been getting some pressure, so.
Yeah, I think it was 99 down there. Pyler Huey.
And I know their coach is a goalie, so that would make sense. Oh, we got to turn the camera. Because Davis's is too far away. Oh, that was a nice reverse swing there. Oh, she's definitely asking for a call there. She was asking for a corner.
Take one off the leg there.
It looked like it. Yep. Oh, this is in that weather. She's just got to keep running. Like, she should not stop running right now.
See if Coach Ward goes to sub here.
Yeah. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be a nasty bruise, that's for sure. Getting hit in this weather is twice as bad. They can't sub. So another rule in field hockey is that if you're the team defending on the corner, you can't sub. Your players can sub out, but you can't sub in until the play has resumed.
Gotcha. So
And
going to take a look at Kara over there. Looks like Emma Beattie is going to check in as well as. Can't see the other number from that far.
Yep, I can't either. Looks like 7.
The refs are kind of waiting here. Is it 7?
It looks like Daisy.
Well, 17 is Daisy.
That was a nice quick shot there.
Switch.
Oh, okay.
7 might be Courtney Cabral.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
I think that's the
They
case.
got the ball back in, but it hit a foot of St. Dom's. I'm not even sure on that one. It didn't look like the ball maybe left the circle. And I think the officials were kind of signaling to each other about that. But I wasn't positive.
Megan Nason with the hit right here.
She was definitely looking to
Good pass up to Emma.
Emma right off of her foot there.
See if Kira can chase this down. She's going to work the ball up the right side.
So this is the most that is textbook exactly what Kira should do, and it's the most frustrating thing to play defense on that side because if you just if they're going to keep giving you their feet, dump it into their feet because you're going to keep getting that call.
Kira with a good flick right there.
Yep, that was a good one.
You might want to go to the Davis.
Yep, I'll switch over now.
St. Dom's ball. Maybe not.
Nice wide ball, but that was picked off there by Sophia.
Sophia looking ahead and
Wide pass there. Yeah, that's good. Whoop. Maybe yep. There we go. Whoop. Stick hook there.
Can they call hooking?
They can. Yeah, they can. I think in that case it wasn't changing the course of the play. I think if it kept happening, they'd probably call it, and sometimes they'll blow the whistle and kind of look at somebody and be like, you need to stop doing that. So we're getting the ball to the right side. So Kira's got plenty of space, so you should go a little up, and then, good pass right back to the middle right there. Oh, but we don't have anybody in the circle. Let's see here. Definitely a little more play in the middle of the field right now. A little more back and forth. That's a nice wide pass, or a good sweep pass by Sophia. Let's see. Is that Ava? It looks like Ava. Little scrum. Whoop, down she goes. It happens. I've seen people try and hit the ball so hard that they fall over, so. Well, this could be trouble. 11 players got to drop back and get ready to start covering up some people here, it looks like.
Dom's a little fast break action.
Yeah.
Supported by Courtney Cabral, though.
Yeah, I think you're right that it is Courtney. But she definitely, I mean.
She's definitely 17.
Yeah. Well, and what she definitely did there was, even though she, ended up losing that call there, she got the defense time to get back. So she did what she should. It was a good wide pass right there, too. I'm guessing that Coach Giroux is yelling to mark up. when they're in the circle there. That's like the man-to-man.
Right.
But it's a little bit different because it's about like the stick. It's not just the person, because if you're just standing on the person and they can receive the ball better than you, then that doesn't really work. That was going to be an unsuccessful scoop there. Hard hit there. It's a pretty rough feeling when you actually have your stick down and the ball just hops right over it. Oh, I see the Coach Ward arms. I think in that case what was happening is she felt like they were standing behind the players instead of going to the ball. Which, when you get tired, very easy to do. And corner. A lot of times if a player falls down, then they kind of call it anyways, just because it's not, then it's not safe. But there is a rule that anyone who stands behind the goalie puts themselves at risk, which not every official will call that on a consistent basis. But if they're standing behind the goalie almost as like that, like post sweep kind of player, they're putting them. So if the ball was high and it was a goal, it would be on that own player's risk. Out of the circle. Yeah, the ball's definitely got some hop to it today. Good save by. Yep, good save. Ooh, goal right there. Looks like that was scored by. Looks like there's an 8 in her number, but I can't quite see.
It's 18.
Yeah, I think it was 18.
It is Isabella Pelletier.
It looked like it was her, but they had a nice sweep. Like the player that received the ball back into the circle realized she didn't have the right control, so she just tried to quickly get it in there. So it worked out for sure. And the ball, I will say, definitely has a lot of hop to it today. Looks like Courtney's coming out. Kara's going back in. They can sub for free right now after a goal, but.
See Kara back in there?
Yep, Kara's coming back in. I think it's just that you just gotta, when you get hit in the cold like this, you just gotta keep running. Don't stop running. Don't give it a chance to set in. Oh, wide pass there. Yeah, you can the ball's definitely hopping today. Yeah, and when those happen, it's the need to, you almost have to like really stare the ball onto your stick, and it's not the easiest thing to do, but I'm going to switch to Davis, I think.
It's going to be number 13 on the hit, Anna Cody.
Okay, some serious pressure here.
Right at the goal again, Megan Nason sweeping it out.
Yep, that was a good sweep by her. There we go. Good play by Eve. So at this point, Leavitt should really be pushing and trying to get up the field as quickly as they can, while St. Dom's is still recovering from that offensive push. There goes Ava. She's got the ball going down. I'll switch over so we can see it. There we go. Ball's going in. That was a great cross. Let's see here. Ball's going in. We've got some chances here. Good save by the goalie. There we go. Nice. We got somebody right at the top of the circle ready to go. That should be a corner. Yep.
Now on the corner, the ball has to come out of the circle.
Yes.
And I talked to Coach a little bit yesterday. She said that you can run some plays down here. I noticed they hit the ball to different people, but she said typically she lets her girls call their own.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it depends on your group. When you've got some kids that they've been playing together for a long time, so they really know each other pretty well. But sometimes, if you see something that the defense is doing, or sometimes the girls are just a little, they if they've got trust in each other, ball's going to come out and hit a foot. It says a lot for her to let them call it, because it means she trusts them to make the right call and to push each other and really try to make that happen. Because a lot of time, sometimes depending on how the goalie does, if they don't move laterally super well, then you would try to really make them move a lot more.
Good pass by Pelletier there.
That was a good pass.
Up to
Here we go.
Eva Apodaca.
Ooh.
Nice name. She's the one, the no sleep.
That was a nice wide pass there, Sophia. That was Daisy. Daisy's had a really nice set of defense right there. Saved that ball from going anywhere, really.
Who's number 11 for us?
That's Kira.
Oh, that was Kira.
Yep. No 44s. Good pass by Abby. Kira's got the ball going in the middle. She's going to get that corner for sure. Kira's very, very, very good at getting that call. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to switch. No, I don't. I was going to switch the camera. I was going to switch it back with them. I would like to see them maybe just really execute a really good direct shot on this one. They've done some passes, and I think that seeing if one of them can really get that nice drive on goal, I think that they should maybe consider that one.
It's going to be Eve.
There we go. That's a direct shot. There it is. I'm a wizard.
You are. You're the Tony Romo.
That was Eve to look like Eve to Ginny. Yep.
Nice.
And maybe I'm wondering if they're saying Ava tipped it.
Switch over to my camera
Yep.
there. We can get a shot on.
It looked like. So yeah, it looked like Ava maybe tipped it at the end there. But
Ava Gagnon.
yeah, it looked like so that's how they used to do it. Is whoever scored, they would carry the ball back.
Right.
I personally said you need to take care of your own ball, but I think it depends on. And sometimes you do that for scorekeeping purposes too.
Right.
Ooh, a little slip there.
Yep.
That's what this weather will do.
Ava Gagnon also a great game yesterday on offense for the Hornets.
Yep.
She's been tough up at the front.
Eve's playing aggressive right now. She's feeling it. She's taking that goal and she's really trying to push and keep it up here. She's trying to keep that pressure up.
1-1, you want to use the momentum.
Yep, absolutely. Leavitt does. They seem when they with it takes that they're definitely one of those groups that with that one really good play they can really do a lot with it.
Are you on the Davis cam?
No, I now I am.
Jenny back to Eve.
Yep. Let's see here.
Kira.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Stay nice and low. Oh, there was the time.
The end of the half.
All right. So now they will switch sides.
Right. So halftime 1-1. She score here. Hornets answered the initial goal from St. Dom's. St. Dom's goal was who do we end up saying that was?
It was 18.
It was 18. It was Isabella Pelletier.
Yep.
Hornets goal we believe was Ava Gagnon.
Off of Jenny Drive.
Jenny Drive.
Yep.
Little
Second
rebound,
assist to.
redirects.
Yep.
Second assist to
Eve.
Martin,
Yep.
Right, the pass to Jenny. So good game thus far.
Yeah.
As we expected, teams with similar records. They played a 3-0 game earlier in the year, but first game of the season, so both teams have improved quite a bit since then.
Yep.
Kind of get if you want to
No switch.
start on Leavitt.
I've got it on you.
Coach Ward's going to rally the troops.
Yeah, if I had it on Davis right now, he's got half of somebody's face. He's facing the football field. So.
What, as a goalie, what do you do during halftime?
Most.
Get the helmet off and relax a little bit?
Yeah, one of the big things is, the goalie can see everything. Especially during, if they're not actively in that moment, then they're just watching. And a lot of times, the more comfortable a goalie is, you'll hear them kind of trying to, help their team and direct and yell and navigate some things. So usually, one of the things that goalies will say is, "Hey, we need to mark up. We need to pick up these players sooner." That usually is, that's like the broken record of goalies, I think. And then, depending on, if they're a captain or just, sometimes that voice and, encouraging, challenging sort of a thing. But yeah, usually it's a welcomed break. Although today she might want to keep it on.
I do notice the St. Dom's goalie's over there with the trainer.
Oh, maybe she's getting.
It's not number 99, it's number 45, which is not listed on the roster.
Oh, maybe she's just wearing that one today? I don't know. Both teams will. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Can you wear any color jersey you want?
Goalies can wear pretty much any color, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Sometimes there's, usually they have about 3 or 4 uniforms in their bag.
Yep.
Like I know that there's a pink one, and there's always like a multicolored one.
And if you have a shutout game, you wear the same one again the next game, I would assume.
I would assume so. I didn't even really have a uniform. I wore a mesh one over my pads because, like I said, I was a stand-in. So I did all right, though. I won a playoff game.
There you go.
Stopped a stroke, had a shutout. It was all right. But
My wife had a similar experience in college. She was playing soccer, and both of their goalies got hurt. And so she got thrown into the goal for the second half of the year, having never played goalie.
yeah, I had to practice without my stick so that I wouldn't use it because being a field player, you always want to use it. So I wasn't allowed to practice with it, which is actually not a bad idea for these goalies too, because there are some goalies who are very dependent. They'll use their stick a little bit more. Definitely if they have field playing experience, that can definitely be a situation. So yeah, I mean, definitely for this one, it looks like, I mean, I'm guessing Coach Ward's probably talking about some consistency and just really keeping that pressure on. And I think probably she's saying that, that cutting onto the ball and trying to get to the ball before, they're kind of standing behind and almost waiting for the ball, which can definitely happen in games where the ball is definitely on a bouncier surface. But you can't, in these ones, she definitely doesn't want people waiting and waiting for the ball. Especially where they're fairly evenly matched. They definitely don't want St. Dom's to be able to get ahead of them.
How was it with the Davis cam down there?
It's really hard to follow the ball in the little camera screen.
Oh.
I don't know if you notice, but
if it helps the official, there's always, the officials generally have to stay in line with the ball.
Well, if I look up, it's easy. But when I'm on the screen and I'm like,
Yeah, I could definitely see why that would be difficult.
But you do have your own camera named after you, the Davis cam.
Oh, I do I like that it's the Davis cam. You know what I think I'm going to add to the Davis cam?
What's that?
A little bit of audio.
Ooh.
So you can hear a little of that,
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Here's some fans. Here's some.
Do you need a microphone, or is that too much audio?
No, too much audio.
Too much.
And I'm going to keep it pretty low volume, so it's just you get a little of that,
Little
I feel like the feel like you need the sticks clicking and
Yeah.
When we switch to that cam, can you still hear us? Can the viewers still hear us?
yes.
Okay.
hope so.
Yes.
I hope so too.
No, the viewers can hear you. Yes, because you're in the line in, so you're always on.
So it's like
And there's no audio on this camera. There's only audio.
So it's a hot mic, is what you're telling us. So
Yes.
you use caution.
I mean, I'm not really talking to anybody down there by myself, so. Also, hands got a little cold.
Do you want my gloves, Davis?
No, because you can't use the.
Yeah, you can't do the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, actually, you could. Use those. Oh, the fingers are out. No, I'm good.
a little warmer today than yesterday, though.
Ooh.
Yesterday
The sun's nice.
was rough.
Trying to do a mass break yesterday. Woo! We were doing 5 minutes in the gym, and then we would do 3 minutes outside, as you could see. And then I would occasionally have a kid that was like, "Can I just go outside?" I was like, "I'll stand in the doorway and watch you."
I just let my kids take their own mass break yesterday. I'm like, you guys can go outside. It's right up there. I'll watch you through the window, and I'll be in here.
Yeah, I just concluded my cohort B study hall, and I would just let them. I had it in the calf,
Just
so I was
go
like, "Go
outside.
out and take it when you want."
So the mass breaks yesterday, though, we're watching Mr. Gahn and Mr. Rondo.
Were they blowing up?
pumpkins.
Yeah.
Blowing up pumpkins for chemistry.
I saw her walking with a pumpkin, and I knew exactly what was going to happen.
The best one was when the top came off of the pumpkin and landed on Rondo.
Oh, so we have some
He's a
video
wizard.
of that.
We have video of it.
Oh, yeah, that's going to get put up.
All right, so here's the second half.
Oh, I guess
It's going
I
to take him another minute or two to get out there, but
It might not be as much action if Leavitt controls the play.
yeah, they
The Davis cam might not get as much action, but we'll see.
yeah, we shall see. Yeah, because you might be a little
Do you
less
have any
needed over there.
cross-country updates for us?
They
No.
just left, didn't they?
Oh, I thought they left.
They left when I
Oh,
was walking over.
No, there's two
Two
races.
buses, two waves.
2 waves. The boys race,
The boys left early.
Yeah, I think so.
Logan told me he was leaving at 7:30.
right. Their race is at 10. So I've not got update. Well, I don't know. One of them's at 10, one's at 1.
I'm guessing the
I'm
girls
not
were at
Are you
1.
relying on Gentura for those updates? 'Cause
Well,
you know what
they
happens when we rely on Gentura?
Ventura is at 1 and Ryu's at the other.
Rio's at the other.
So
okay.
I
Yeah.
think Rio had the early morning race.
Well, I saw Neil before I left when I was walking out here.
Then
So
it is Ventura.
Yeah.
All right.
in
I'll
Jamie we trust.
I'll send him an angry message about no updates.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, because we should be. Yeah, based on the time they should be.
I tallied it up today. This is our 30th
Oh,
game that we're going to cover.
wow,
JV
that's-
will make 31, and then we'll hit the 32, 33 mark with
Oh,
football.
with
games
football.
on Tuesday.
Wow, that's
So
awesome.
33 games this fall for Buzz
That's
League.
awesome.
That is awesome.
Just
All right.
pretty awesome.
I'll get back down there with the Davis cam.
Okay.
Hatha, you're leaving after the varsity game?
I am leaving after the varsity game. Yep.
So we could still have a
put up
Davis
a
camp. We need
fence.
to find a varsity player to come up here and do commentary with you.
Sure,
All right, I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Coach. I know that the JV game is 7-on-7,
It
which is exhausting.
It's the girls yesterday were tired. You could tell.
Yep.
I don't think they minded that it was.
There
a
we go,
little
nice
bit
and wide.
shorter.
Yeah, they do shorten those games because it is 7-on-7 on that full field. It can be a lot. There was a good scoop right there, right into some nice open space. Kira just needed a little rest. That was a great scoop.
Kira usually doesn't get a break either. She usually
Nope,
plays
there are
the
some
full
people
game.
who just don't come out. Yep. Let's see here, and this is nice for us because the game's gonna be nice. And, if Leavitt can keep that pressure, it's gonna be easier for us to see.
Yes, it will.
Eve's doing a nice job. Oh, there we go. That one was almost a third party, but I think that, let's see. And third party is like a moving screen.
Yeah,
That's the quickest way that I can explain it.
Like
It's a moving screen.
you're coming in and blocking somebody from trying to dispossess the ball from somebody else.
Yes.
So,
Let's see here.
Coach Munzig, if you're watching this on a replay later, because I know you're broadcasting the Halldale game today, I got dispossessed in there for you. Coach me up with a couple of words for field hockey.
Oh, so it looks like we had a little confusion on the call here, or something. I'm not quite sure. It looked like St. Dom's had the free hit, and
the refs were very.
Oh, I'm wondering if they're calling that ball dangerous. I'm not quite sure.
The refs were very sarcastically fake nervous when I told them this was going to be live streamed. She was like, "Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots."
Yeah, because they probably only have the same couple of officials because they're probably all based on their region.
We had a different pair yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume I know in football we've seen mostly the same guys.
Yeah, that stupid Dan Labrie.
He's been out there a few times. He's all right.
All right, so another.
A lot of Chris Bessie and a lot of Dougie Gilbert.
Yep. Yeah, I know one of the kids walked up to Dan and said, "Are you Miss Labrie's husband?" He said, "No, it's that guy," and he pointed to Gilbert. And he said their faces were very confused. That was a nice flat ball there, right off the foot, so I'm wondering, oh, they're going to let it play.
With the ball, with the head.
There we go. Yep, off the feet there. Feet is definitely the most common call around here. Good double team here to keep the ball up in pressure. Oh, just came up short on that one. Yeah, I feel bad. Defense on the left side. Very difficult, especially if the team's...
Probably where you put your best defender, right?
Usually, just because it's a lot of footwork and a lot of discipline in terms of positioning. Stand the ball nice and wide. There we go. We got two Leavitt players here. Looks like St. Dom's is they're kind of playing the waiting game, but right now it looks like they might be. Oh, no, that's the hop.
Scoot by right over Megan's stick.
Yeah, number 5's bringing it up. Now
Number
it's
5 for St. Dom's,
into,
not on the roster.
and then number 3. Oh, they got a little bit of a breakaway here, but there's not a lot of weapons out here for them. There we go. It was like there's only like 2 St. Dom's girls to about 5 Leavitt girls, so Coach Ward will be happy about that, but I'm going to switch over to Mr. Davis. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Ball's going out. So St. John's is bringing the ball in. So that will have to go back 5 yards because it was inside that 25.
Gotcha.
Because what used to happen is people would just pass it to one person. They would just drive it in, which if you've got somebody that can do it, that was great. But then if someone can hit the ball that hard, there was some injuries happening. Or like if the ball went high, that was not ideal. Good ball there. Whoa, that was a split.
Is that Kara?
6.
6 is. You got the Leavitt roster.
That was Sierra Barker.
Oh, that's Sierra. Both with the blonde hair.
Yeah, that was.
Hard to tell them apart. 1's 6, 1's 5. Is Kara?
Yep, and Kara's got the hoodie on today.
Oh, that's right. That's
Staying
how we
warm.
tell them apart.
Staying warm. Kara looked like she was looking for a third-party call there, but didn't get one. There we go. Ball's coming up. That was a nice lead pass there for Eve. And then Eve's got a nice wide pass in Sophia, but Sophia's got to keep going. There we go. Ava's got it. And we've got a corner.
Corner. So I believe this is what is referred to as the insertion pass. Is that correct?
Yes. Wait, on the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, the insert. Yep. That's actually what we just call that person is the insert.
The insert.
Yep. So you have like your insert, and then sometimes they call them like the 1, the 2 player, but generally it looks like, you have your most confident person to facilitate that play. And then Daisy's running up to be the, in case if the ball gets by every one person.
So Kira over to Prosser, over to Martineau, going to go over to Twitchell.
Ball back over to Eve. Yeah.
Put it in front of the goal. Sierra.
Oh, yep, little tip there. Yep, and it's coming out. Oh, looks like they're saying it went off of a St. Dom's player.
Oh, so Leavitt's going to get the corner?
Not a corner, so that one that it went out of bounds, and the last person that had touched it was a St. Dom's player.
Outside the circle.
Yeah, Yeah, they're saying it's going to be, this is the new long hit.
Gotcha.
Well, it's a couple years, but
No,
still.
Ginny, nifty little move. I think she kicked it there.
Yep. Looks like she's got the padded, they make padded gloves for field hockey players.
That's what she's going. She needed that yesterday.
Yeah, even sometimes though, if you get mash, it's not going to do too much. It's more for when you're down, and it kind of protects the knuckles a little bit.
Good chance for Leavitt here.
Yep, definitely is. Oh, a little bit of a, there we go, Ginny with the good save there. I think sometimes there's some Leavitt players just a little bit too spread out sometimes in terms of they're trying to do these little passes, but you don't want to get too close together because that's how you get a lot of third-party calls. Yep, she's done a big dribble here. A little bit of a breakaway here. Yep. Yep, I already switched it. That was a good save. A little slip there. Ooh, we got a little scrum here. Yep, wow, we're lucky that ball actually made it out. That one should be a call coming out for a dangerous. Yep. I know a lot of coaches will say that too many people a lot of times rely on that reverse sweep. It's very popular because it's, on the left side. But a lot of times it can cause that ball to pop up. I think, yeah, and Kara's got the ball here. She should go wide.
She does. For Ginny. Ginny trying to work ahead.
Yeah, ball coming up. Wide pass. We should go through. Whoop. In that case, we probably didn't want to go right back to the middle on that one. When the ball's on your defensive side, you don't. Yeah, you want to stay wide.
So 1-1 here, second half. Third quarter.
Yes, this is the changeup. It looks like they're going to call a corner here. So let's see. St. John's was very successful on their last little set of corners, so we'll see what happens here.
See what number down there is going to insert it.
We have a cross-country update.
We do.
Oh,
I'll wait till after
Wait for the
this.
corner? Okay. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Insert. Interesting that it was a hit instead of a push. Maybe they're trying to make sure for the...
13, Anna Cody trying to put one on goal there.
Yep. Let's see. I don't see any. It looks like the officials are trying to... so far, no obstructions. So, ball goes nice and wide. That's what we want. And a ball coming out.
What do you got, James?
Logan Willett was seeded 9th going into the boys the regional.
Mm-hmm.
He came in 2nd overall,
Woo!
unofficially yet, but he came in 2nd overall.
And you'll be going to states.
And would be headed to states.
Neil Ryu just updated me as well.
Congrats to Logan. Logan, one of the cohort
B.
Cohort B intern.
He is a cohort B intern.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Logan working on the golf video.
Yes.
Have that. It will not be ready.
A little bit of a scrum here.
Still got a little bit of work to do on it, but we're going to be releasing that at the end of the week.
I'm going to switch the camera back over here.
I'm going to check the audio on that camera before I go back.
Okay.
By the way, we've recruited Amanda Hill from Channel 6.
Whoa, we have a professional camera?
But she's not good enough for commentary. She's just operating a camera.
Well, she's a Leavitt goalie, former Leavitt goalie.
Former Leavitt goalie. You may know her from 207. Currently, she's running the Davis cam.
And she's also more famous than Jared Golden.
Well, arguably.
Arguably.
Well, it's a good thing that she's doing this because that's what we have to have it on her right now. Thanks, Amanda Hill. Thank you for your service. Let's see here. Ball. Oh, definitely you can tell it's getting a little slippery. We've had a couple of falls here in the last couple minutes. I'm actually going to use the Amanda Hill cam to watch the play. Ball coming up out of the 25. Okay, now we can switch the cameras because the ball got a whistle though. Definitely some back and forth here right now. It's very back and forth.
It does seem like for a while St. John left the ball on their end. For a while they have kind of trading,
Yeah.
Trading like that back and forth.
The jostling of position. Yep. St. John's got a good chance here.
Still the Davis cam, even when Amanda Hill's operating.
I might have to call it the Amanda Hill camera now.
So when Jay Davis go back to run the Amanda Hill cam, we'll be looking for that.
Amanda Hill doing amazing camera work. It's like it's a profession of hers. she might know what she's doing. Oh, a good attempt at a save there. That was A for effort, for sure. Yeah, Amanda Hill played goalie here. She was not my teammate. She was 1 year ahead of me. So my freshman year, she had just left. So good little scrum here. Sophia won that ball. That would have been a good play for a scoop. But I think it depends on what point in the game, what the energy level is.
Mic right now, and if we
You're
are
in a rush.
Is the
All right, I think we're going to switch back. Kind of in the middle. Oh, now we're switching back to the Amanda Hill camera.
Did you just
Megan
see
Nason
that
there with
dive,
the
by
ball.
the way? That was impressive.
Looks like it's coming out. This would be one of those moments where if you really can't get that, you're really trying to end this kind of push, that's where if you've got that player that can really just hit the ball pretty hard to just drive it and get it out of there.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, that may have been our specialty. We were both number 44 as well. I remember Mr. Kahn making a big deal of that.
I think we tried to recruit you both to play defensive end.
I think we both could have done it.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know if I could have played for my dad anymore.
It would have been Coach Gray. He coaches the defensive end.
Oh, that would have been even funnier watching Coach Gray try and coach me. Yeah, we both ended up being number 11 in softball as well. My entire freshman year, Coach Kahn tried to get me to start skiing. That was a great scoop right there. Good ball to the middle. Ooh, step up, step up. It's hard to do when you're running back and forth like that, but keep that stick nice and low.
I don't have a number 20 on the roster for St. John's, so I apologize for that.
I know who our number 20 is, but
Nice nifty move there by.
yeah,
by
that was a
Emma.
good move. Yep.
Try to go over to Emma.
We've got some good pressure here.
You're trying to win this run.
Yep, and she definitely did.
Just gotta give it a whack.
Yep.
Stop by number 24 for St. John's, but taken over by Emma Beatty. Number 24 is Sophia
Looks like that was Ginny there on the play.
Dalglish. St. John's with some interesting names on the roster.
Yeah.
My favorite though is the Ava Apodaca.
That is a good, that's a good one. That was a good wide ball. Yep. Definitely looks like there's, everyone's getting tired. That would be my quick summation of what's going on. We're starting to get some, trying to get some, there's some tired play happening, but it looks like a lot of the JV players have started to warm up, for theirs, so some of your subs aren't there. Yep. Actually, looks like Coach Ward doesn't have any. She only got one sub out there, maybe. Is that Sierra?
Yeah, and I think yesterday, Emma Beatty had to play in the JV game.
Yep.
A little bit.
I'm gonna switch to the Amanda Hill cam.
Sierra is going to check in. What do you have to wait for as a sub?
Sometimes it's just the timing, because it's a free subbing, unless if it's a corner. But you definitely don't want to call somebody out while they have the ball, and you don't want to, pull them from playing defense if they're currently doing it. Looks like Sarah took a step back the other direction. I think there's two other subs, but they are extremely bundled. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good push here by St. Dom's. This would definitely be a Coach Ward timeout time. Which, if this is the quarter, is this the third? Oh, there's the goal. Yep, definitely did. Yep, I don't know. Doesn't look like they carry the ball, so I'm not quite sure. Was it 18 again? Or they're sending somebody to get the ball. Yeah, she's kind of waving, so I'm guessing it was her. I'm not sure, because then they sent number 24 down to go get the ball, so I'm not quite sure. But looks like she's a captain, so that would definitely be good momentum for them.
So we'll see if Leavitt can answer.
Yep, for sure. Is this this one thing about not knowing where the scoreboard is? If we're
It's got to be nearing the end of the third quarter, I would imagine.
I would think so. There we go. There it was.
There you go. Right on cue.
Spidey senses.
There we go. So we're going to quarter 4, 2-1.
Yeah, this is definitely a necessary break, I would say, for both teams.
Right.
But it looked like St. Thomas was able to dig a little bit deeper there at the end
They were.
to try to get that goal, which that time I would say they had it felt like a lot of the times when St. Thomas was doing their offensive press, they didn't have as many people down there. But for that goal that they just scored, they definitely had way more offensive weapons in the circle. And I would say definitely that would have been a Coach Ward timeout because her girls looked a little tired, which rightfully so. If you play a game yesterday, you got to play a game today.
Back to back. Hate to end, played yesterday afternoon and playing this morning as well.
Yep, looks like Sophia Visconti's headed over to the trainer maybe for some stretching or some tape or something. Looks like she's kind of referencing maybe her quad looks a little tight or
Maybe she got hit by the ball.
or she slipped, that hyperextending. And but yeah, when you get hit by a ball in this weather, it's the worst.
Pressure out.
Yep.
Looks like it might be a hip.
Ooh. Got to do some yoga flows there. Keep it all going. So yeah, definitely I would say that was a very taxing quarter because it wasn't like there was a ton of momentum for either team until the very end there for St. Thomas. So there was a lot of play in the middle.
And unfortunate to give up the goal there right before.
Yeah, that's definitely what St. Thomas would want, but that is definitely going to be a harder thing for Leavitt to have to deal with here. And now they've got to score 2 goals.
I did not catch the names of the officials today, but thank you to all of the officials.
Yeah.
Who've been out there working this fall. Obviously not not an easy time for anybody, but for them to be willing to get out here and ref these games to give the kids something, props to them.
Which is like good battery.
That one should go.
I know these officials, but I haven't seen. She was the health teacher at the middle school for a year.
Crutchfield?
Crutchfield. Looks like Crutchfield's on the bench side. That's my guess.
Her son was the great quarterback of the Dirigo Cougars, coached by Dougie Gilbert.
Doug Gilbert. There we go. Apparently my husband. I think he's old enough to be my dad, so that would be weird.
My favorite Doug Gilbert moment, I don't even know if I should say this on the air, but I will. My favorite Doug Gilbert moment was we're rolling up to the state game in 2009, and Dirigo's playing the game before us, and it's halftime of that game, and Doug Gilbert's standing on the sidewalk with his headset on, smoking a cigarette, getting ready to go in, take the halftime gestures. Oh, man, this is a classic. Doug Gilbert, one of the great refs in Central Maine. Love having Doug. He keeps a tight rein on things, but he's got a great sense of humor. Good with the kids. I also like it when he refs with his brother Jeff because they argue a little bit. It's good to see them get after each other.
It's interesting to look out there and not see that little shed anymore, the field hockey shed.
I know. That thing was on its last legs, I think.
There was definitely there was a lot of nests in
Yes,
it,
there was.
you know.
You never knew, like, if you went to open it up, what might come running out from underneath.
Yeah, like was it gonna be a squirrel? Was it a chipmunk? Was it a mouse? Was it a hornet? Was it a bee? You know, there was a lot of activity, and it would just pool water right there. It was the worst place when you had to get equipment. The water would just pool. So let's see what St. Thomas is doing. Their goalie looks like she's pretty hyped up.
Once again, we believe the goaler is Pyler Huey, but we're not 100% on that because the numbers don't match.
Could be anybody.
She's wearing the 4-5 today. She's coming back like Mike Jordan. Played for the Wizards.
Yeah, it's true.
Or actually, the short stint with the Bulls, he wore the 4-5 too. So you got pretty much the same crew running out here for St. John's. Number 20, who we don't know. Number 18, Isabel Pelletier, who has
Anonymous.
both the goals. I think that's number 15 out there in the middle.
I think so.
Also not on the roster. Number 12, Autumn Clark out there.
All right, so let's see what Leavitt's going to do here. It already kind of looks like Ginny and Eve look like they've already got a little more life in them. Just, cold and tired. Looks like, is that
Jaslyn Clark out there.
Yep, Jaslyn Clark.
Getting some quality minutes, fresh legs.
There goes
Ginny,
Ginny, bringing the ball right up. That she should get that call there.
We
Yep.
need to put some pressure on.
Yeah, they've got to come out hot. They've got to come out hot. They've got to make up for that goal there.
Eve from the 25. Is that the 25-yard line?
Yeah, that was about the 25. Yep.
And Ginny.
Ooh,
down,
almost
Emma.
there, Emma Beatty. Stay
Jaslyn's
nice and
around
low.
it.
What's interesting is that St. Dom's isn't really marking anybody. They're just kind of all keeping their sticks down. Yeah.
Is there a limit on how many people you can put inside
No,
the circle?
you could have everybody. But if the goalie's outside the circle, they can't kick the ball. They have to use their stick. Because technically a goalie could also do their own quote-unquote lift, but it would have to be in the circle, and they could almost punt the ball.
Gotcha.
It's extremely rare. I've never actually seen it happen in a game, but it could happen.
There we go. This is going to be Leavitt ball.
Yep.
Here, Marston going to go over to
Cut right onto the ball. That's exactly what coach would want. Nice and low. Ooh, that was the chance.
Good play by 23 from St.
Yep,
Dom's
that was good.
Matthias.
Yep, that's the stick down on the left side. Yep. Oh, they're going to call the corner.
Ooh, I thought they were going to get Kira for the...
I think they might have. Sometimes if there's two things, it's which one maybe happened first.
Right. What do they call that again? The stick to stick? I accidentally called it a cross check yesterday.
Like a hack?
Correct.
The hack, yeah.
Hacking.
Oh, they're calling the play here. Eve's telling Emma Beattie, the freshman, what she wants her to do.
Here we go.
They're calling their play. Yeah, this would be very important. This would be a big one. Or at least a really good chance is what they need.
Eve gets a good stick on it.
That's yep. There we go. Shoot. Don't dribble, just shoot. There we go.
Shot on, save by the
Good
St.
save by the goalie. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Scrum. Ooh.
Boy, great play.
Oh, there we go. Emma Beattie with her stick down. Way to keep the ball in the circle. Good little. This is a good chance here. There's the corner.
Tremendous play by Brianna Archer for St. Dom's there, number 11.
Yeah, that was the long corner. They're good for both teams because it means that they're kind of fighting, but it's also not great because then the defense is like, we just ran back here. Let's see, up to Ginny.
Ginny's gonna put
Yeah,
it on goal
need
from
that
way
shot.
out.
I think that, yep, there it is. There's the tip. Look like they're saying Jaslyn Clark scored it.
Jaslyn Clark,
Awesome.
repping cohort A, Jazz, way to go.
I'm telling you, I think that direct shot, that goalie, if she's got the time, that goalie's great if you give her the time. But that's one of the big things. If they can see the ball and you give them the time, no
But
thanks.
She came out for the kick save and kind of missed on it.
Yep.
Stuck by, and Jaslyn was right there
Yep.
to dump it in the net.
And it looks like St. Dom's is asking if the ball actually left the circle.
Well, little controversy. Here we go.
But-
We'll sort that out.
The officials are saying it did. So, all right, here we go. Leavitt needed that.
They did need that. That was big.
I mean, not just because you need the goals, but just from a momentum standpoint. There you go. Emma Beattie's playing a little aggressive here, some fresh legs.
Go, Emma.
She's also pretty tall, so she's got a little bit more of a reach.
She does have some reach.
I had a professor in college that thought that all field hockey players had to be short. And I said, no, sir, you are incorrect.
Ginny over to Kira.
There we go. This is good pressure here. This is definitely what we need. We need this. The Leavitt needs this pressure here.
Keep it on.
Abby's staying there with the ball. And you can tell Leavitt's like there's definitely more of an urgency when they're really charging to the ball. That was a good defensive save there. Ginny does a very good job of when she's in a scrum, she puts her stick right down on the ground.
Eve puts it on net.
There's a
Big save by the
good one by Kira. Yep.
Kira puts it on net.
Right
Nice
on.
save by the goalie. Kira and Sierra almost.
There we
was
go.
it.
Ginny with the little chip there.
This is the pressure we need. Somebody
Yep.
put that thing in there.
So then this is definitely where we want Megan to really step up and put some pressure on here. Because what Ginny's job is she's trying to force her right to Megan. That's a good play by Megan there. Because the ref would have called that foot if she hadn't really won that play. Good step up by Eve.
By Eve.
On that one, there we go. That would have been.
Boy, Eve is.
Eve's really,
after it.
she's feeling it right now.
Like it.
Oh, this could be a good chance for St. Dom's here. Oh, good job with her stick down by Daisy to get the ball a little bit wider. And what coach, I know would allow, right now, if the ball's on the right side, our defenders, there's no, they shouldn't be doing anything reverse.
Big hit there.
That was a big ball. Yep. That's one of the things that you're looking for. Sometimes when you need that momentum shift, that big ball to get the ball really in your direction and away from the pressure. I just switched it to the Amanda Hill cam. Let's see here. Ball goes wide. It looks like maybe they're saying this is going to be St. Dom's ball. I think that's what they're saying. All right, so let's see what they do here. Let's see, 6 are down, trying to get that ball wide. Eve is definitely feeling it right now. She's bringing a lot of pressure, a lot of intensity. She's got the ball right now.
She was the other one I was playing today.
Yep. That was a great play by Eve. The ball is now coming up the field. That was great work by Eve. There goes Jaslyn. And Emma. Got some younger people right in this corner here. There we go. That was great. Good job. And they should get that call. Yep.
What was that call?
So it's kind of almost like just like an obstruction with your body. It's kind of like third party without the other person. When you physically are causing the other person to be unable to get the ball when they really want it. So almost like a block in basketball, right?
Jenny's going to take it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, good steal right
That was a good. She kept her stick right on the ground there. So this is where Leavitt's really got to get back. Let's see what our defense can do here. Daisy's got the ball, keeping it wide here. Just trying to take it wide. There we go. And it looks like, yep, she won that little exchange there. Whoops, sorry, everybody. Just totally smacked the microphone with my hand. Probably not the best for drinking cold brew coffee in this weather, but.
No, well, mine is cold brew now. It was hot.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, mom of two, I'm not used to having anything. Like, I don't try to drink anything hot because there's no such thing. All right, looks like there was a little confusion on whose ball that was going to be, but it's going to be St. Dom's ball. Going for the little firmer pass up there. Well, let's see what happens here. The ball's making it through. Nice wide. That's exactly what you do. Get the ball nice and wide. That was a great job by Daisy. And then Kira's hitting it right on up.
Smash.
Yep, that just went out of bounds. Yep, but that was the transfer that's what Coach Ward would want is, yeah. Well, and also by spreading them out, you know, if you're in control of the ball and you're spreading them out at your own pace, you know, and St. Dom's trying to bring that intensity, it's going to tire them out a little bit more.
Sophia Dalgliash going to put this one in play here for St. Dom's.
Yep.
Up to Anna Cody. She gets it up. Kara Jordan trying to make a play on it. Kara sweeping it out of there wide right.
Yep, she definitely, I think, you know, either based on the communication from her teammates. I know Ginny's a very big communicator, so she might have just said, like, get it out of here, you know. And then here goes the St. Dom's JV squad. They're starting to warm up. Looks like one of them still has the blanket. One of them's wearing those long winter coats. One still got her blanket wrapped up on her. That's her way to warm up. All right, I'm going to switch to Amanda Hill, I think. Looks like they're going to send the ball. It's going to be Leavitt's ball. There we go. Oh, I think they have the little handheld whistles, right? That's what all the officials have to have. Yep. All right, here comes Emma Beatty on the breakaway. Oh, keep it right there. That's awesome. Little touch right there. Jaslyn's bringing the ball in. Here's Sierra. Ooh, shoot it, Ginny. I heard somebody else send it. Send it! That was a good save by Abby. Good quick shot by Ginny. I think that quick shot is definitely going to be an important thing for them with this goalie.
Been successful twice. Oh, Emma
Yep.
just misses on
Yep,
the one
just
time.
miss on that. There we go. Eve's right there. Whoop, that one hit her foot. Yep. Sometimes you can almost fake it, and you can see that some people, the way that they defend, they'll almost pick up their leg like they were already pivoting when it hit them.
Megan's going to send it back.
That was a nice ball by Megan. They could potentially call on like kind of like the high follow through on that one, but let's see what Leavitt's going to do here. We got to get some defense moving. You can see that people are starting to get tired.
Kara Jordan, good play.
Yep. She was definitely more like waiting. You know, she's like, well, you know, sometimes you can just you almost contain them and make them decide on what they're going to do instead of forcing their hand, which was in Kara's favor for that one. Let's see. That was a ball going in. That was Sierra. Ooh, quick shot. Ooh!
Count it.
I think they're counting it.
Emma Beatty.
Emma Beatty
Emma Beatty, the freshman.
in my HBT. Woo! She's got a good sense of just like, you know, that kind of quick touch, which is really important in the
Good
circle.
around the net.
Yep, she's doing a great job.
So Emma Beatty gives the Hornets the lead, 3-2.
That's big,
St.
big,
Dom's
big
about
play.
mid-fourth quarter here.
That was a big play. So at this point, you know, St. Dom's has really got to go for it. They've really got to push. They did some subs, it looks like, to get some fresh legs because they've got a lot of urgency that they need to demonstrate.
So for the Hornets here, do you stay on the offensive or do you try to play more defense with the 1-goal lead?
Well, I think sometimes, keeping up that intensity is sometimes their best way to, because if St. Dom's is starting to look tired, then, keep pushing. Because if you can give yourself a cushion, why wouldn't you?
Here up to Sierra.
Yep. Oh, that's funny one. Gear to Sierra. All right.
Yeah, I think you got to play not to lose, right?
Yeah, this is definitely, in this case, where they have been executing, and really the pressure has been on quite a bit in the last 5 or so minutes. They don't want to give that up. They don't want to stop that momentum.
Ginny, nice play. Ginny with the crossover.
Ooh, good touch. That was a great touch. Jaslyn Clark! There it was.
With the goal.
That was fantastic. That was the pressure. So
They kept the pressure on and they scored it.
yep. Oh, their goalie looks like she may have tripped up there. A little frustrated. Not quite sure.
The sophomore with 2 goals today
Yeah.
off the bench.
Those, I think even just, that fresh legs, makes a big deal.
She's made the most of her minutes today for sure.
Absolutely. That's
Probably her best game of the year.
yeah, for sure. All right. So now this is definitely, at this point, Leavitt's probably feeling very confident. But then also with that confidence, this is where you don't get comfortable.
Right. You get the 2-goal lead. You want to be solid defensively, not
Right. This would be that, keep the ball wide. You don't want the ball in the middle, really, at any point. Especially on, I would almost on your defensive side, you don't want the ball in the middle at all. You don't want to give them that chance to get a good hit up the middle. You don't want to give them a good chance to, get a breakaway at any point. So keeping the ball wide is going to be their friend.
Kira, nifty move.
Yeah, that was good stick work. Kira's been on this field way longer than just her 3 years in high school.
I know.
Yes. Yep, that's a good ball there. There goes Eve cutting onto the ball. They might say that one came high off her stick. Yep, oh, she lucked out on that one. All right, so then here goes Jaslyn. Well, yep, big thing is keeping that stick down, and like that shadowing is just a little bit of pressure. This is a good ball by Eve. Up to Sierra. Looks like that hit a foot, so they're going to say it's going to be on just just outside the circle, so it's got to go 5 yards. That is one of the hardest things to sometimes get people to execute is that 5 yards. A lot of times you go backwards like that. Kira with the ball in. Sierra's up. Let's see here what they're going to do. Eve there. We're ready for a scrum. Eve does a nice job of of tipping that stick up and getting a lift over it. That's a very good play. I would imagine so. You could tell. Okay, they're going to say that this is St. Dom's ball here. And once she's touched that ball now, you can start defending. That was a nice ball. That was a nice wide pass. Oh, little slip.
Number 16, Laura Lee Bonnie. Moving it up the side for St. Thomas.
Getting ready to switch to our Amanda Hill cam. Let's see what... St. Dom's is doing a good job of what they're doing really well right now is keeping the ball flat. Those bigger hits that they're doing, those balls are staying really flat, which is very important. Oh, they're bringing the ball way up there.
Also, in another cross-country update, Donald Showmaker.
John?
John Showmaker, sorry. John goes 34 minutes, 54 seconds on the course.
That's awesome.
In the wheelchair, so that's sweet. Congrats to him. Another strong performance, backing up last year's performance.
Mm-hmm. Good wide ball there by Kara.
Logan Millette, second today, KBACs.
That is awesome news.
Logan's a sophomore.
One of the nicest kids around.
He's a nice kid.
Very, very nice. I mean, not that anybody else is not nice, but noticeable niceness. There we go. We got the ball on our side of the 50 here that we want. Good wide pass. Good job by Emma going into some space. Because at this point, you don't want to, not play with that intensity because then you don't want to end on a flat note. But that keeping the ball spread out and it's eating up the time.
You're just playing a little bit more defense at this point, right?
Yeah, and I mean in this case they're, they've got the ball here, but they're not also just, they're not trying to force too many things that might cause them to lose the possession. Here we go. Good play by Ginny. Another wide ball to Kira. Oh, that was a good hustle there by that player. I think it's 13. She's played with a lot. She's had some very good intensity. She really cuts onto the ball really well. Here was Megan channeling her wide. Daisy was right there for the ball. Oh, they're going to call a corner, though. Switching. Oh, that's the end. But, oh, wait. Nope, they got to play this corner, though. Oh, no, they don't. Never mind. I rescind my statement. So what would have just happened is if the game had been within 1 goal, they would have played it. Well, that is the conclusion of the game.
Congrats to the Hornets, 4-2 victory in their last home contest.
Yeah. Of COVID 2020 season.
Right.
That was a very good game. A lot of intensity. Definitely a hard fought. They should be proud. It was a hard fought win. They couldn't.
Hornets definitely with a couple of back-to-back clutch performances.
Yeah, those underclassmen really stepped up to score those 2 goals at the end to really make a big difference there. So shout out to the younger players here. I mean, obviously, great job by our upperclassmen, but Eve really played with a lot of intensity and some really big moments for this game.
Right, and I think Ginny is one of the seniors, and we don't have a lot of seniors.
It's Ginny, Abby, and Cheyenne Searles.
Right, and Ginny's a lot of good leadership on this team.
Yep.
Big on the communication.
Yep.
Always, scrapping for the loose ball.
Definitely modeling the intensity needed. But yeah, that was a great win for them. Oh yeah, and there's no handshakes because, they should like wave or bow, salute, something. Let's see. I don't know what's going on here because they just meeting. I'm not really sure what. Yeah, I'm like, because the JV players haven't taken to the field or they haven't had that meeting yet, so I'm not quite sure. Leavitt just did their Leavitt powwow because normally they would run by and high five all the fans, but they can't. Nope. All right, so that has concluded the varsity game. So in a couple minutes, we'll see if we can pull somebody to come call this 7-on-7 with me, because it'll be Coach Giroux and Coach Small.
Coach Carver.
Oh my goodness, it's Carver, right?
I believe so, but it used to be Small.
Maybe that's why.
I would know her as Jen Small.
Okay. What does it say on here? It says Carver. I'm doing great with names today. Looks like there's an interview for the paper right now with Coach Ward.
Tony Blasi from the Sun Journal out covering the game today. Seen Tony around, covering a lot of events in the area, thanks to him.
Yeah, he was very nice. He told me to watch out for the ice this morning.
There you go.
I just told him I was going to walk across the football field. That way I don't have to worry about it. And let's see here. We've got everyone's just kind of waving because there's no high fives. Definitely a different way of concluding games. I'm sure you guys are seeing that too, but yours is very different.
Yes, it is.
Better check with my mother on the status of my small humans.
I'm going to go check with Davis down below and see what he's got cooked up.
Okay.
We'll take a little break.
All right, so it looks like they've done the buzzer to get the JV game started here. And we just got an update, another cross-country update, that those Logan Willett was official, and that John's scores are also official. So good news for the boys cross-country. We've got the JV meeting happening right now. Let's see. And we'll, as we get more cross-country updates, we'll try to give those to you. So the JV game is going to be a 7-on-7, which is happening a little more and more in the JV world. And there'll be, it's obviously a shorter time, and it's 7 players on each side. Sometimes, depending on the teams, they might negotiate and say we'll do 7 field players and plus the goalies would be an 8-on-8. But I think it's pretty flexible as long as both teams are on the same page about it and are willing to communicate about it. It's pretty common. So let's see here. We've got our Leavitt players getting lined up. And then it looks like St. Dom's is getting ready to take the field as well. And we'll see what's going to happen here. All right, so let's see. Definitely warmed up a little bit, but we can tell that based on the first game that the ball is probably going to bounce quite a bit, and that there's definitely some slippery spots as the grass is starting to thaw. Hi, Eve, are you going to call the game with me? Yes. All right, so we have Eve Martineau and Megan Nason here to help call the game. Is there going to be Mr. Davis is still doing the Davis cam, right? It would appear. All right. So I've got fresh from the gate. Oh, you know what? Thank you, but I want you to enjoy your candy. I appreciate the offer. All right. So here's one headset. Here's another. All right. So the only thing we're going to have to do is when we want to switch to Mr. Davis's camera, we just click this button. All right. So the ball's in play here. So how'd you guys feel about your game?
It was great. We had a really good comeback.
Yeah, definitely. The momentum went back and forth quite a few times.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see. Nice to see some of those underclassmen really step up and help you guys out too. That was great.
Yeah.
Jocelyn and Emma did really good.
And Sierra.
And Sierra, yeah, there was definitely some really, really good touches for sure. All right, so this is 7-on-7. Do you know how long the 7-on-7 is going to be? Are they doing like 2 10s? Or are they going to do 2 15s? I'm not quite sure.
Normally they do 10 4-minute quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of 15.
Did you just say 10 4-minute quarters?
It's okay.
Listen, math is not my specialty. I don't judge anybody about math. So we're going to want to click the button to get to Mr. Davis. It's actually the Amanda Hill camera, because she actually ended up running the camera for Mr. Davis at one point. Because when we turn to go on that side of the field, we can't really, we can't catch it. Yeah, so when we start to get to that corner, we just make sure that we switch. I'll help out, don't worry. I've been promoted. I'm like the producer now. I'm just running running all of Buzz Media right now. All right, so it looks like the ball's coming out.
Looks like Courtney's taking the
Courtney Cabral's and she can self-start that ball. In 7-on-7, you definitely don't want to like overplay your hand at all. You don't want to like charge and then have them pass the ball right behind you, because then you are running for a very long time.
conserve your energy.
Yeah, 7-on-7 is definitely a challenge.
I don't think they've had one game this year, not 7-on-7, have they?
I don't think so.
All right, so we'll switch the camera back. Here we go. Yeah, 7-on-7 is definitely a whole other style of play.
Yes.
How many 7-on-7s have you guys had to do? Did you do any with overtimes and stuff like that? Did you do one yesterday?
One yesterday, yeah.
It is very tiring.
You have to be everywhere at once.
Yes. A lot of sprinting.
Nice long ball by Courtney.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here. We don't really have too many ideas on who the numbers are, so for St. Dom's, so we'll just have to call them by their numbers. But yeah, they played a pretty good game. I mean, the first time you guys played was 3-0, right? And then this time,
Was it? I thought it was 1-0.
was it? I thought it was 3.
I think it was 3.
Live stream. That's kind of embarrassing.
You're like, look, I just know we won. I don't know the score. I understand that. That was a nice house. So that's Caitlin Honfield, right? A lot of growth and improvement over the years. It's Kaylee Belmore with the ball, right?
Yeah.
Who's number 13? I can't quite tell.
13 on our team. That's
Allie?
Lamos?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like, is that Kylan?
Kylan Marquis with the ball, and she's going to the right side of the field, which I was trying to explain to Mr. Hathaway that the right side equals control because it's your strong side. There we go. So shot. It looks like a shot on goal here. Oh, just off the post. Go get it. I feel like I'm Tony Romo when my voice gets higher. Oh, no. Some people are watching are like, who's Tony Romo?
Who's Tony?
Which makes me sad. All right, so this looks like it's going to be a long hit, which is no longer called that. What's the official call for a long hit now when it goes past 25? Or are they still calling it long hit when it goes out into your ball?
They clearly don't.
25 yard.
They just call it the 25. Well, I know it's the 25 yard.
Well,
Do they
like
just call it the
25
25?
yard hit.
They call it 25-yard hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like coming in.
it's just 25.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like realizing because they just call it like they don't. I don't have a rule book. That's a good ball in. Oh, that should be a corner. It sure is. All right.
Why go run that camera? Do you know how to switch back and forth again?
Yeah, they showed. Didn't you show me?
Yeah, I did. I gave him a small promotion.
I'm running it 'cause I'm over here doing
I said I'm now I'm the captain now.
Should we make the minimum wage?
Yep, I should be getting more than that.
Oh, corner.
Looks like Kaylee's inserting.
And Neil texted me that Logan's score was official for second. And John's was also official. There we go. That's a good shot. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, yay!
Who was that?
Was that Kylan Marquis?
Yep.
Kylan Markey.
Awesome. Another successful corner for the Leavitt Hornets.
Is that 1-0?
So that is 1-0, but we've had, between the two games, we've had some very successful corners, which is a big deal. Corners can make or break, you really can make or break the game. All right, so 1-0 here.
Yeah, I had to break them out.
I mean, if there's snow and you go to scrape off your car, you might as well start playing Christmas music, right?
Only socks I could find.
And that too. Also factoring in availability. Talk about, yeah, when it's laundry day, you're like, oh, I only have Christmas stuff left. I guess I better do some laundry, but also feel festive. I have peppermint mocha in my coffee, so I'm feeling it. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good ball. Looks like, is that Courtney
Yep.
taking the ball wide, doing what she should?
Is that Kylan?
And Kylan's got the ball. She's playing nice and aggressive, too. Well, and it's one of those things when you get used to playing 7-on-7, you kind of get a little feel for, what you're supposed to do. And I remember having to coach for, we would just practice 7-on-7 because most of the times we would play 7-on-7.
I know how Jenny would get hit my fingers and not feel it now. Your hands are so cold.
We were talking about that today. I said, when you get hit by a field hockey ball in this weather, it is so cold.
Yeah, when Kara got hit.
I said she just keep running. I said, don't stop running, Kara. Don't. I mean, she obviously couldn't hear me up here, but I kept saying she's got to keep running because there's really nothing you can do for it. Like when you put ice on it, it's already frozen.
Yesterday, Jenny got hit in the knuckles.
That's what he
and
was saying.
It was blood all over her.
Yeah, and she was wiping it on her jersey.
Got to put peroxide on it. Breaks up all the blood. Did you know that?
And then another girl on the team was like, "You're bleeding a lot." She was like,
You know, there's a lot of blood here. Are you all right? Shh, we're fine.
Daisy said people kept coming up to her and being like, "Is number 9 okay? Is she okay?"
Like, maybe you don't know her. She's a little intense. She takes field hockey, brings it to an 11.
she would get hit in the head by a ball and still
Mm-hmm. I got hit in the face one time and I kept playing. I just let the ball fall and they didn't call a corner. And I just kept playing.
Daisy got hit in the head with a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Today?
Yeah, she was going like this.
It happens.
Said if you're dizzy, you might want to go out.
Field hockey injuries are definitely unique to other sports.
Did you see the play when we're all on defense, like diving?
Yeah.
Oh, that was. I don't know how that didn't go in.
That's weird. There was some
I knew it.
there were some scrums for sure today. Here we go. Who's 38?
Kaylee, one more.
Oh, okay. I thought she was 30. I don't know why. No, she's 13. Who's 38?
She's not 13.
13's Allie.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
she's
Wait, a minute.
38.
She is 38. Why did I think it was 30? I don't know. She just highlighted her hair too. She just lightened her hair. I'm giving myself a break. All right, so let's see what's gonna happen on this corner. Maybe we can get another goal here for the Hornets. Ball came out. Ball goes back in. Good. Caitlin Hunnefield's being nice. And that was a good save by their post player, number 25. That was her number. Yes. So we've got our coming in hit. See, if you call it that, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's why it used to be called the long hit. Now it's the 25. Just be like the out of bounds hit.
Yeah.
Out of bounds play. Allie's doing a nice job keeping her stick down.
Oh.
Good save by the goalie. Who's number 12?
Ava Pratt.
Oh, okay. Hello, Ava. She can't hear me at all. Yeah, 7-on-7, a whole other animal here. We might want to get ready to switch to the Davis cam here. So it should be that button right there, preview to program. Yep. That's okay. We're just bringing the game so people can watch it from home. I've watched pretty much I think I've watched every Buzz Media game so far this year. Whether it's on my phone or I can sometimes get it on my TV, and my 2-year-old was sometimes, she was watching the lineman football game, and she kept going, yeah! She had no idea what they were doing. So she was cheering for them in some capacity.
I was watching when I get home to see, like,
Mm-hmm.
when I did bad. And then
Yeah, I was watching it last night because my dad watched it.
Because you know, like, you think after you do, like, a play, you're like, wow, I did so good. That was, like, so...
I'm feeling so good
so
about
cool.
myself.
And then you, like, look back and you're like, that did not look as cool as I thought it did in my head.
Well, this is a breakaway for St. Dom's here. A little reverse sweep. But Courtney Brawl looked like she stepped up there and got the ball nice and wide. A little bit across the middle, so it's a little bit of a heart attack as a coach. But it was successful, so. I know sometimes I have to look on the Amanda Hill cam. Looks like it's coming back maybe. No, not yet. And that is the end of the first. So these games are definitely going to go faster because when it's 7-on-7 and you've got this whole field to cover, it is a lot. And there's no real way to understand it unless if you've played it. It is very tiring. It's double the running. And then if there's a loose ball, like it's like double the sprint. It's just extra. It really is. Yeah, 7-on-7s are. That's like when you 7-on-7s for overtime, and you're like, "What? This is about to get harder than it already is."
Yesterday, we did it for 5 minutes.
Eve needs to hydrate. She'll be right back.
We only did it for 5 minutes yesterday, and I was like, I kept looking at the clock. I was like, okay, 2 more minutes.
And subbing on those is even harder because, well, yeah, that too. Yeah, it's really hard to sub because at any moment. Right, and then it goes from like, okay, I'm sprinting to sub to, oh no, I need to go get that ball. It is very, very hard to do.
Even on like defense or middle row, you're like really not playing the position you would be.
No, yeah, it's a whole shift. Yeah, it's basically everyone plays everything. It doesn't matter. It's all hands on deck.
Defense is really not a thing like saying you have to be this far back. Like you just go up.
I mean, you basically just keep your angles and that's it. And then if there's a loose ball and you think you can get it, you got to go. So the breaks are also shorter. Here comes Eve. She's sprinting. She's coming back to us.
Seems like something St. Dom's has been doing with their varsity and JV. They just kind of hit it, and it's 50-50 ball.
Yeah, a lot of 50-50s, yeah. And today, I mean, the ball was, when the ground's frozen and it starts to thaw like that, the ball bounced so much more today than it normally does.
Especially on that dirt patch.
Yes. I call that the soul patch.
It went through
So.
like 5 people at once. It was like,
Yes, and that's, I mean, you know, it's so frustrating when you have your stick on the ground and then it just boom, boom, boop, boop. It's almost like you're then like, am I playing softball? Am I trying to bunt the ball to the ground? It is a lot. It can be very tough to play. But at this point in the year, this would be turf play. You know, Coach Ward was saying that to Coach Half, that you would probably be playing, like if you were playing at this point, it would be Western Mains. It might be the state. This would probably be the state game today, actually.
yeah. I saw, I think 2 weeks ago, it was like a memories popped up that our first playoff game of last year. So
Yep.
Would have been right about that time.
Yep. I know this will affect Coach Ward's playoff streak here, because technically there are no playoffs this year. So I believe this is her 38th year coaching, 37th or 38th.
She's 37. I think she has it on her mask.
Yep, she's been coaching for a while. My first year coaching with Coach Ward was her 30th. It was her 30th, and her first game of the year was at Mount View, and it was her 300th win. I was there for that.
I remember when they got shirts. I don't know what year for, but
Oh, is it the Warlord?
no, it was like green shirts with
I think I have it.
like gold lettering.
I don't know. I have a lot of field hockey stuff from when I played and then for the 6 years that I coached.
That's it? I feel like you were like,
I've been around forever.
yeah.
Well, I always came and helped during preseasons too when I was in college. So, all right, we've got some good pressure here in the circle. Players do a nice job keeping their stick down. It's actually a pretty clean play. I mean, you haven't seen anything too egregious where you're like, oh no.
No idea why that girl is playing our JV. She played the entire varsity.
They might just
18.
they might need another player. And sometimes maybe just from a positional standpoint too. Oh yeah, she did. She scored a goal, didn't she?
I think so.
I think she scored their first goal. That was Pelletier, maybe? Isabella Pelletier. She's only a sophomore. She's going to be really good then if she's only a sophomore. We got to switch to the Davis cam here, I think. Thank you. The Amanda Hill Davis cam. Because Amanda Hill played field hockey here. She was a goalie for Coach Ward. Yeah, a lot of 50-50s here. You can switch back, I think. No, wait, keep it on there. Sorry. I'm telling you all. I'm sending a lot of mixed messages. I don't know what I want. Like Claire on The Bachelorette. Do you watch The Bachelorette? I've never actually watched it, and this is the first year I've ever watched it. So I'm like...
I've seen videos of her that people don't like her. People are saying that she's the worst ever.
She's the oldest Bachelorette ever. Yeah, I've seen it. I've honestly never seen it before. This is my first year ever watching it. So this is a good breakaway by Kylan. Bringing the ball up. I guess we could switch back. Try and zoom in a little bit. That was another 50-50 ball there. Oh, now we maybe... Oh, good job by Ava. Oh, they're calling the whistle on her, though. Let's switch it back. Or no, maybe we didn't.
I already got you.
Oh, my goodness, you're so advanced. I have so much confidence. Yeah, you don't want to hear. That is true. I've been very cautious of taking the smallest sips of coffee because I don't want it to be very noisy. You know? I'm even scared that, like, if I sniffle. If I sniffle, like, uh-oh. But it's also really cold out. Maybe I have
Yeah.
sniffles because it's so cold out. All right, so let's see here. So the ball's down in that corner. And then, oh, they got a good ball to the middle there, though. Oh, that was a nice save there by Cheyenne. That's a good ball. We got a potential breakaway here. Oh, that was a nice pass. Is that Jaslyn with a nice pass there to Allie? That's a good little reverse, though. There we go. It's a nice play. Oh, is that Emma too? Okay. So we got Kaylee. Oh, here we go. Looks like Ava's stepping up to do some channeling. And so, oh, there we go. She won that ball. And then there's Kaylee. Stay nice and low. There we go. It's very jostled motions. I think sometimes also what's hard with 7-on-7 is if like two people from your team are both going for the ball, then you almost think like, wait, what are we both doing here? One of us needs to be ready to like cover something else.
Yeah.
It can be very challenging to play 7-on-7. You can switch it. That's a nice ball by Emma to Jaslyn. What's going to happen? Ooh, goal.
Nice.
Awesome goal by Jaslyn. She's on a hot streak. This girl is on fire. So exciting. I don't know why I'm willing to sing for Buzz Media, but it's Saturday. Let's get excited.
Huh? I played third row last year, so.
Are you guys doing the 2-3-2-3 again?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I said that and I was like, I hope that's what they're doing. Otherwise, I have made a very big mistake. It looked like a 2-3-2-3. I was trying to explain it.
Yeah.
But do you like the 2-3 or 2-3 or do you like the 3-3-2 or 3-3-3-1 or?
I like the 2-3-2-3.
Yeah, I think that's the most balanced for us. Be able to distribute our talent.
Distribute our success. Yeah, I liked the 2-3-2-3. I didn't play it. We played a 3-3-3-1. I can't keep track of that. I don't know. Like I said, don't ask me to math. And on a Saturday, don't ask me to math. That's a nice ball there. That was a great hit by Courtney. Nice and flat. Talking about sometimes like a momentum shifter can be when someone really just hits the ball super good and you're like, that was amazing.
Sometimes it's really important to have those.
Well, and just like get the ball out, but like at least with the scoops now you can kind of sometimes use the scoop if the person that's going to take the hit isn't a driver by any means. Let's see what Courtney does here. She's got the ball. She's doing a nice job of like that. Take the ball, go wide. Take the ball, go wide. Which when you're really trying to develop your skills and your confidence, that's such an important skill.
Good basic to have.
Can we see everything? I can't quite tell. Oh, now we're good. I'll turn. Here we go, Emma Beatty. Good little pull to the right. Now we're going back. She's going to get tired pretty quick. When you have to dribble like that in the open field for 7-on-7, it can be very tiring. Let's see here. Who is 35?
Alex.
I don't know who this is. She must be a...
Alex LaChance.
Okay. I don't have her in class yet, so I don't know who she is. I'm sorry.
She's 39,
But I know that's her.
Uniform switcheroo. How have the practices been? Because, it's harder. You have to, like, distance and... Or is
Very-
practice not so bad?
No,
Pretty normal?
It's normal.
How many flats and throughs are you guys doing these days?
Not so many. We do it like every other practice.
Yeah, sometimes she'll have a week where she's like,
Yeah, that is a smug look that you should have. I used to have to do 3-3-2.
Yeah, and if we do them, it's usually 2 and 1.
it's generally 2 flats and throughs, 1 diagonal dribble.
And we used to have to do through and throughs, which were like sprints. Yeah. So basically it was like breakaways.
Yeah, my freshman year, like in preseason, it was like so hot all of preseason, and we did. I'm trying to think.
Just taking the ball wide.
I think we did 2-2 or 3-3 or something like that crazy.
Yeah, we used to always do 3-3-2. And it was
Every practice
brutal. Yes, every day.
takes a lot of time out of.
Well, and we would do, like, where you all line up across, like, the four across the field, and you'd bring them up and try and score. Man. I remember when I was coaching, someone complained about a 2-2-1 or something. I was like, you bite your tongue. You swallow that poison. It's coming out of your mouth. That's a good little lift pass right there. Courtney's been in the whole time. She's doing a great job. Is that 37 or 27?
That looks like Grace Gagne.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Is that how you say her last name?
Yeah, Gagne. Yeah. We're almost in the need to switch, but I think we're okay right now because I can zoom in a little bit. I can hear Coach Drew and Coach Carver.
Sometimes they just yell like something at you, but you can't hear them. So you go. I never hear them yell, and then today I heard Drew yelling when we should have had a corner or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was a corner.
I always remember coaching, and if somebody was like trying to question the call, or like a player, and I'd be like, "That's my job. Don't take my job. It's the one time I'm an adult. I get to question things. Don't get us in trouble." It's a good hit right there. Yeah, I don't think people could ever say they couldn't hear me. My voice is a little loud. Oh, that's a good sweep right there. That was a great save by Cheyenne.
She's been picking it up fast.
Yeah. She's doing a great job. Well, you know, she played soccer for a little bit too, so like that footwork.
I like that ref down there. I was talking to
She's
her,
such a nice
I was
lady.
talking to her the whole time I was down there and the ball was up there. She was like, "Are you cold?"
She's very nice. Is it Miss Crutchfield on the other side? On the bench side? I
I
think it is. We didn't get the officials on a little list today, so.
So she looked like the one we had yesterday.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, Courtney's got the mechanics of a pretty good hit down, huh? We may want to switch to our Davis cam here. Amanda Hill Davis cam. This thing is like hurting my ear because of my hat, but I'm not going to not wear my hat. I don't like to be cold ever. Sacrificing the cold for Leavitt field hockey. You know, these are like the fleece line ones or whatever. I know you have a lot of being scared.
Yeah.
I know. How's Emma, by the way?
She's good. She's teaching at the Poland Elementary something community. I don't know what it's called. In Poland.
What about Smart now?
She's at Farmington right now for teaching.
They didn't play, right? Or did they?
No.
They didn't play, right? I didn't think so. I know. You're the only Mart now that I didn't coach. There's halftime. Right? This will be half, right? Because we got 2 down.
Yep.
All right. So it appears that St. Dom's had to bring in some people from the first game to help with, spread the playing time out because there's so much. It's so hard to play 7-on-7, especially for they're lucky that they're doing these breaks because it can be a lot on the body to play. And you guys they did this yesterday too, right? They did 7-on-7 yesterday. Yeah. So just a lot of 7-on-7. I mean, for you guys too, it's almost like you could tell that at the beginning of the game that you guys had played yesterday because it seemed like you're just a little bit tired. And then, just that cutting onto the ball and then it just takes something and then everybody wakes up and then good to go. But usually Coach Ward would want that to happen before.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's cold. You played yesterday in the cold.
Yeah.
Must have slept pretty good.
I was exhausted.
Any more cross-country updates?
No, the other race isn't till 1.
Oh, it's not till 1. Okay. So we will not be able to give you an update.
No, but Instagram will have the update. You gotta go to the.
Okay, yeah. So if you are wondering about the results for our girls cross-country team, the race doesn't start till 1, but you'll see some of those updates on the Buzz Media Instagram page. So make sure you are following them or subscribed to them in order to get the information.
See, Buzz Media has a TikTok now.
Buzz Media's got a TikTok now.
We just keep expanding.
Yeah, we're trying to reach every platform, I mean, there's obviously there's a Facebook one. You're trying to hit every age demographic, really.
We don't have Facebook actually.
Is it just a page to like?
No, we don't have it anymore.
Oh, it's gone.
Do you have a Twitter?
We should get a Twitter. Nobody wants Facebook.
No,
We're
Facebook is
I don't
not
think we
for
do that. I'm trying to-
for the school age
Yeah.
demographic.
We're anti Facebook. Should we get a Twitter though?
I'd support a Twitter.
All right. We might need to get the Buzz Media Twitter going.
I think Twitter would be accurate. I mean, you got the TikTok, which is the most the newest one right now.
Like live during like
I accidentally like invented a TikTok dance in one of my classes the other day.
were people doing it?
Well, we were talking about. I was like, I feel like this looks like I'm trying to learn a TikTok dance. And they're like, it actually does look like that. We were talking about the great debate. Like, it didn't end up turning to be a great debate, but at the beginning it was. We were talking about like when you put on pants, do you zip them first or do you button them first?
Yeah.
Like there was a couple people at the beginning who were like, maybe I zip, and then they're like, wait, do I button? And then we
You have to think about it.
yeah. So then we were talking, and then like I was talking like talking about like like zip, and like and then I realized it looked like a TikTok dance.
I button mine.
But
That makes more
I don't know if
sense.
we can put that on.
no, we wouldn't be talking about pants. But then there was also the conversation of like how rarely people actually wear pants with buttons and zippers these days. Because there's leggings and like
Yeah.
everyone wears sweatpants or now I've actually started to like just like notice like, hey, they're wearing jeans. Like that's I'm more surprised when I see people wearing jeans now.
You know, last year I would actually kind of try with my outfits, but then now I'm like, I'm only here 2 days a week. Why not?
I think I wore sweatpants every day my senior year. I had to dress up once for the Frankenstein debate for Laura Mazzola's class for AP English. Yeah.
If you guys want any special, if you have requests of me on the camera, you just let me know.
Yeah. Do we have?
Back down to the.
Maybe we could get a Coach Ward interview.
Oh, you want me to see if I can send her up?
Either send her up, or if you have the camera in between the third and the fourth, do a little Coach Ward.
I'll see about sending her up.
Okay.
The audio's not that good. She would need to have like a headset on.
Coach Ward deserves better.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, she is
Actually, let me double check the audio.
the warlord. The great. I always called her the Great Wandini.
Oh, yeah, we're not giving a good camera. Usually on that camera that's working instead of my camera that's just sideways on the field.
Oh, I have been zooming in and out on stuff.
You've been zooming it out, but your camera hasn't been used.
Megan. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. I need to like. My ear is going to be very tired after this because I had to wear a hat.
We probably just all heard my neck crack.
Feeling better. All right, so we're going to the second half here. So Levitt's going to switch sides. So hopefully we're using the Davis Amanda Hill camera way more because that would mean that we're on offense way more, which we definitely want for. We definitely want that. Right now we're going to start at the 50, so we'll see. We'll kind of have to see how the play evolves here. I've got to fix this ear. My goodness, it's so sad.
Is this the one that's live?
Oh, you know why? It's the mask
I guess so.
and
Oh, yeah.
and the hair and the.
Yeah.
Okay, we figured it out, people. We've come up with the solution. Oh wow!
Can I move this?
I just adjusted. I think so. I'm guessing it might be very cold. A metal chair in this weather is going to be cold.
Long jacket.
All right, so we do want to switch to the Davis cam for sure. Because I won't really be able to capture what's going on because I got the window. Oh my goodness, I think my ear just, like, felt so free. Oh. Yes, the masks are important, but my goodness, it was very taxing on my ear with the hat and the headset. Now I'm doing great. All right, so let's see. Looks like we've got a corner, which corners in 7-on-7 are also even harder because there's less people on defense. And they can have everybody on offense if they want. It's a big gamble to do so, but if you've got people willing to sprint, then you got to go for it.
They've got everybody inside the 25.
Yep. So
I mean,
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. So then that's a good ball.
Oh,
Looks like Kylan's got a chance here. They go out of bounds maybe. Looks like it's coming out on the 16. You know what's even funnier is that like there's no like legit 16 marker, but you know. Did you get hit in the finger during the game? Oh. Let's see here. This is good that we've got the camera down there. That was a nice wide pass by the St. Thomas defender. And playing in this weather is so tough. It's so cold. It's so hard. Like, you want to hit the ball so hard, but it hurts it's going to hurt your hands.
yeah.
No matter how many grips you put on your stick, it doesn't matter. It hurts. Just like in softball early year. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold on your hands. I used to just throw them to people so I didn't have to hit them, which then made me. The ball?
Yeah.
Oh.
We have to move it.
Oh yeah, you have to, and then everybody gets confused because they think they're taking the free hit, and they're like, "No, I'm just moving the ball."
Can you kick it? Can you use your feet?
Yeah.
Is that a goal from Leavitt? I missed it because I can't see
Ah.
it. I'm on my tiptoes trying to see. That looks like, is that Ava? Ava Pratt picked up that goal. I wish I could have seen it, but I've got a window. And the glare might not be as bad for you. It was very bad for me this morning. So awesome. So that's 2 goals for Leavitt. We're doing great. 7-on-7 here, so I can see if we can switch back for a minute or two here. I mean, it sounds bad, but it's nice that we can't see because it means that Leavitt's doing what they need to do. That's a hard hit right there. Kylan's doing a nice job. Well, well, well. The great Wandini. How are you, Coach?
Alrighty.
How was the game today? Can we borrow a headset? If you have a question, we can ask it. All right, so we've got Coach Ward up here for a post-game interview. All right, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
How are you feeling about how the game went today?
Other than the third quarter, I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah, that's the third quarter definitely looked like the toughest one. I said if you could have called timeout, you would have called the timeout, and it was right before that goal. Was that true?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get any timeouts this year.
Yeah, no timeouts. So your underclassmen seem to really have a good handle on in the circle today. What are your thoughts about how your underclassmen did?
In the fourth quarter, or just
For-
overall?
Either one, either or.
I think overall, all of our kids have a pretty good idea of what they're supposed to do in the circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we played hard yesterday, so we were a little tired.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's what we were talking about during the game. That there was an intense game against Lewiston yesterday. They went into overtime, and then plus just playing in the cold too. It's a big difference, especially if it's not there's no playoffs, so that vibe is a lot different.
And we put Jaslyn and Emma in the fourth quarter up
Mm-hmm.
front, and they just, because they hadn't played a lot during the game, they just had a lot of energy. They gave
Yeah.
us a little spark.
Those fresh legs for sure. And we noticed that there was some moments where, just like someone really charging onto the ball would give some really, there was a lot of momentum shifts between you and St. Dom's today for sure. How did, any thoughts you have for, you go, when's the next game?
Monday, we go to Oak Hill,
Monday to Oak Hill.
and that's our last game.
Oh man. How are you feeling about, obviously this is not the season, might want to switch the camera, not the ideal season, but how are you feeling about it overall?
Well, I'm glad we got to play.
Oh, nice goal.
I'm really glad we got to
I think
play
that was a
because
goal.
there was a question on whether or not we're going to get to play at all. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's disappointing that we don't get to.
Looks like Jaslyn Clark just scored another goal.
Emma Beanie.
Oh, it was Emma? Okay. I thought I heard Jaslyn, but another goal. Oh, they're subbing Jaslyn, I see. Definitely with, I think the term unprecedented has been run into the ground, but it's definitely a challenge to coach and to play, but,
Short travel was nice.
I thought about that for you guys because it would have been a Belfast year, an MCI year, a Lincoln Academy year, Oceanside.
Yeah.
My goodness, Leavitt Field Hockey travels very far for their season, so
It was kind of weird to only have to go, 15 miles for the game.
what time are we leaving? 3. That would have been a huge advantage for you guys this year too, just not having to travel so far. And what do you think about the surface this morning? Because the ground was partially frozen when you guys got here, right?
Yes, there was still a hard frost when we
I would
first
switch
came
it.
in. And by the time we started, the frost had gone, but the ground was still frozen. So the ball was taking some funny bounces out there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of hops to the ball. And it's really, we were talking about with even Megan, that it's so frustrating when you keep your stick on the ground and it just hops right by you. Yeah. I think, we're just hanging out up here and figured we'd add some great Coach Ward to it. I was right that it was 37 years.
Yeah, it was. It is.
Well, that's what I was saying. What about your playoff streak? Because technically there's no playoffs this year, so you might want to switch it.
We're not going to count it against that.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I would fight anybody who tried to say that that it didn't count. Because if there aren't any playoffs, you definitely would have made them.
Yeah.
So
Yep. What was the year that you guys got shirts, green shirts? It was some year.
That's a lot of descriptors for us to know.
It was like gold lettering, one of your, like, the milestone year for coaching.
Oh, that was, might have been 2012. Because I got my 300th win. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to, I was like, you want to switch it? I was like, I know I have that shirt. I should have worn, if it was warmer, I would have worn my May the Ward Be With You shirt today.
All the kids are all, some of them were talking about that. They're like, we want one of those.
Yeah.
Well, it was Paige's sister that made it, so I bet she might have it saved somewhere.
Probably.
It is possible. We could definitely figure it out. Even if it was like an in-school order form, I'll help you out.
I hope next season we have like a real, like, full-blown playoff season. That was our senior year.
I know. Well, I mean, that's the hard part. Are we on the Davis cam?
Yep.
Okay.
We just hope that next
You
year
just
we're
switched
back to
it.
regular.
Yeah, I think, as unfortunate as it is to travel so far, I think you would take it because that's what makes the season and makes it count and makes it special. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that would definitely be, hopefully everything's back to
If we
normal.
didn't travel to all of those schools, it would just be nice to have a full season,
Mm-hmm.
start on time, and be able to play in playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because even if the conferences were restructured, if there was still a playoff system in place, I think that would be. I think you're right. That would, even if it was okay, play by counties plus 5 miles or something, that would be helpful. Because not every county has enough teams, so that would definitely make it better. Well, I wanted to get you up here to say congrats and. Congrats on the win. Good luck on Monday. And I know normally this would be State's Day, wouldn't it?
Today would normally be state championship day.
Yep. But we'll take what we can get in these crazy times here. So if you have anything you want to add or just say thanks for coming,
No, I appreciate, all the parents that help out, and all our players appreciate when they can have fans, and we know those that can't make it, we appreciate them being able to watch us on Buzz Media.
Yes, and absolutely. And so good luck on Monday, and miss being able to come full time, coach. Miss being able to watch. So we're glad that we have something. Did his battery die? Yeah, just switch it back. It looks like the Davis cam has died, so we're back to our minimal camera here. But thank you very much, Coach Ward.
You're welcome.
Back to Megan.
I think I'm gonna head out soon.
She's like, I sat in a metal chair and now I'm too cold.
I'm hungry.
So yeah, like I said, we're pretty sure that the Davis camera just took a little nap. So we'll try to get you what we can here. We've got a corner, and there was a shot there. Nice job with the stick down by Caitlin Hunnefield. She got a quick shot.
And there goes Allie.
That was a nice shot by Allie as well. It looks like maybe they're calling another corner. I can't quite.
Oh, 16 yards.
Nope, it's coming out. Okay.
You are right about that. They don't really have like a 16-yard mark.
No, it's just hashes.
It's weird.
Just like eyeball.
But it's the hashes around the circle because that's the 5 yard, but that's not the 16-yard line.
I know. I just eyeball it.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like they just say like, as long as you're not being really greedy with it, they're usually pretty okay. But yeah, normally it's yeah, we were talking about that. I was like, yeah, there's no real 16-yard mark.
It's
think-
weird because there's a lot of 16-yard hits.
Yes, there are. Why isn't there a line? Even if it's a hash line, Another corner here for Leavitt.
Good pass.
That was a good pass right by Grace Gagne. Let's see. Oh, that's a good ball to the middle. Kylan's got the ball there. Looks like it's getting a little slippery in there. And another corner. You'll have to, if I'm missing something, you got to tell me, Eve, because I can't see. Oh, that's the end of the third. But they'll probably play the corner out, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not a, why not, right? Well, when they called the corner for St. Thomas at the end, I was like, oh no, and then I was like, wait a minute, they can't play it, it doesn't matter, because
Yeah.
if it's not within one goal. I think it was my senior year, junior year, we were playing St. Joe's, and we were within one, and we got a corner with like 1 second left, so we had to play the corner, and we scored on the corner to go into overtime. We played 2 overtimes, and it went into strokes.
Did you win?
We sure did.
That's always like
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I was explaining to Coach Hath that sometimes, like, if you know that it's not going to go the way you want it to, dump it into their feet.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain that, like when you're, the ball's going to hit you, so you like pick up your leg like you're actually pivoting, so it looks like it didn't actually hit you in the leg because you were like, I was already moving away. Yeah.
Exactly what you have to do in defense. You have to be like,
And I was trying to explain how hard it is. It's so much harder to play defense on the left than it is on the right.
me and Kara, like, we just randomly, we'd be like, what side do you want? And me and her don't even know which one's left and right. And we just pick one.
Gonna make the L. I'm like, I'll go this side. Yeah,
I still don't understand. Like,
oh, these are very short little breaks here.
wait, was I playing left today?
Yes. Kara was on the right. You're like, wait, I have to think about this. I always played on the right, and then when I got to college, my coach was like, guess who's playing on the left? And I got really sad. But then I figured it out. Not that I didn't, but it's a lot because the positioning and, like, it's wrapping. You basically play like you're on the right, but you just shift way over. Like, but then the channeling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's harder.
That used to be my favorite thing when, like, you could get the second, like the 2 defender and like to channel to the 3 defender. That was always my favorite. I used to say it would make my heart grow like the Grinch. Beautiful defense. Let's see here. So we've got one more little quarter here. Leavitt's up 2-0, I believe. I can't see a scoreboard, so, Well, last year during homecoming, Miss Dagon and I were up here, and I was like, did someone call a timeout? Because we couldn't see the scoreboard, so I was like, this is a really long timeout. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's halftime. I felt like a dummy. But I'm telling you now, so clearly I find it funny.
And in the beginning of this season, Ward would like specifically be like, hey, Megan on the left, Kara on the right, or Megan on the right, Kara on the left, and she would tell us. I think we would always get it wrong and like
A little
go on the
breakaway
wrong
here.
side, so then after a while, she just stopped telling us which side to go to.
I wish I could have done that. I would have snuck over to the right. It's so much easier to defend on that side. At least I think that. Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
It depends on
It
what
is.
the team.
Well, it's your stick side. So, like, if you win the
Yeah.
ball, you're automatically like,
Yeah. And
what's
on
up, strong side?
the left, you have to be careful not to like tackle from behind and stuff.
Mhm.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, the channeling and all that.
On the left, it's a lot easier for them to dump it on your feet.
Yes. Whew.
Your stick is like in front of you. But you're
Let's see what they do here. That's a breakaway pass there that Courtney Cabral's got. Oh, here we go. Let's see. There's Ava. Doing a really nice job of once they get the ball, just not freaking out, just staying nice and calm, taking it wide.
I'm gonna go home now.
Okay, bye Megan. Great job.
Thank you.
Are you gonna drive on the left side of the road or the right side on your way home? She's like, maybe that's a good reason. Good defense here by Courtney Cabral. So obviously, if the game is at Oak Hill, I don't know if they might be broadcasting, but they might not be. But how are you feeling about the season overall, despite everything?
Good. I think we started strong, and then I feel like that's always how it is at the beginning. Cause I'm like, you're like, wow, we're like good. We're pretty good.
Feeling pretty good about us.
But I don't know. It was good.
Yeah, the only games I probably didn't get to check in on were like the Oxford Hills ones. No, you guys didn't
We
get to
didn't
play
have
them.
them.
No, that's right. Because you were supposed to play them, and then they went to yellow.
Yeah.
So then their games, they probably only got to play, what, like 4 games this year? Or
I don't
3?
Even if that, I don't know.
they've had 1. I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough part about your county because it wasn't actually anybody in Oxford. It was all in like the northern part of Oxford
Yeah.
County. So they were struggling with that. Ava Pratt with some nice defense. Good little move there. Yeah, I'm trying to capture as much as I can, but we've got the window here. Who's 15?
Kylan.
Okay, duh. I forget. She lightened her hair, If people
Yeah.
lighten their hair and I don't have them in class, I'm like, whew. I know it's weird because normally I would have all the freshmen at this point, but because we don't have the white days, so if they have
Yeah.
well fit on a white day, I haven't had them yet.
It's weird.
Davis Cam died. Amanda Hill died. Amanda Hill camera died. The Amanda Hill camera died.
Not. That's incorrect.
Well, now we don't have to worry about switching cameras, so. But we're missing some Leavitt goals and some Leavitt action here, but we'll get as much as we can for you. Probably about, 5 minutes left?
Yeah. Hold on.
I think there was about 5.
6:20.
6 minutes and 20 seconds left. Leavitt's done a good job. They've been pretty well in control for the most part here. I don't even think there's been a defensive corner, has there?
Nope.
She's done, yeah. You can hop on.
I'll get through a little. Can't put it over my. I'll do a little commentary here.
Yeah.
I'd like a little critiquing of my camera work.
I mean, you could tell when Amanda Hill was doing it.
The professional. Well, you know, she can be good at commentary because she can be good at camera work. She's not Buzz Media.
She's not the
commentary
talent,
level.
you
Right,
know,
like,
right? Yeah, the key words there of, she's not necessarily talented. What if I just, lean this forward a
Yes,
little
you
bit?
can. You can do that move.
Is that I can't see if I'm... We're trying to bring these corners to you by cautiously going Titanic out the window here. Let's see. Kylan's jot nice and low. Look like it hit a foot there. But, I mean, they've done it. The JV girls have done a really nice job with the intensity of really, they look like they're cutting onto the ball pretty well. I think that they're probably more comfortable playing 7-on-7 than St. Dom's is, which you
Yeah.
can tell. Because they've got their spacing down a little bit better, good offensive pressure. They're subbing pretty well.
Sorry, I was distracted. I'm trying to get
Nice shot on goal there.
I'm trying to get Hickson to update the Instagram since I'm not allowed to update Instagram anymore. I've been locked out of the Instagram account.
You've had some privileges
Really?
revoked.
Yeah, Hickson. It was that we both could, and then she didn't like my post I was making during the football game, so she locked me out.
Change the password on you.
Yeah. But now I can just send her pictures and say, "You should post this."
That's
You
a
should
good point.
post this.
Yeah, that's
If
a
you
good
don't
point.
like it, you shouldn't have locked me out of the account.
Right?
Yeah.
Temporary access.
So I even this morning, I got the field hockey, the varsity team warming up, and then I had to send it to Hickson.
You're like, oh, you should update this. Be a shame if you have to wake up and do it, because maybe she was sleeping. You
Right?
never know.
And she actually originally posted that you guys were playing Poland, which was wrong.
Inaccuracies. Hickson. That's not like her, you know?
I mean, I did tell her we were playing Poland. But she's the one who posted the mistake, not me.
Yeah, you're like, so the mistake is published from her end, not mine. I'm trying to hold the camera here to see what I can get for you. But I can't actually see what I'm getting, so. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
It's adequate. Adequate at best. There's Kaylee Belmore bringing the ball up the field. And I think you said Alex LaChance was the player that's kind of going towards the ball right now. Trying to capture it, but like I said, no promises. Take what we can get. Also, because my fingers are pretty cold, so I'm trying to hold this.
Yeah, that was the problem running the camera out there, especially in the varsity game. It was really cold. The sun is pretty warm right now. It feels good, a little bit.
But yeah, if you're, I've been in here the whole time, so I just have one flat cold temperature. But I guess I could have put my.
Oh, we do have to tell. We have a message for Coach Ward. We'll have to deliver to.
Okay. What's the message?
Stephanie Stevens from Texas, from the '93 state runner-up team, says hi.
Oh wow, well, that's a welcome. Thanks for watching.
Yes, we'll have to make sure.
We're
So she must have
widespread
been,
this morning.
She must have been listening. Did Coach Warren came up for the interview?
Yes,
Yes,
she did.
Must have been listening to that.
Well, thanks
We
for
will
tuning
pass-
in.
And we will pass that message along.
Yes, well, we should take a picture of it so that we don't forget it.
You can send it to her.
I will. I'll send her a picture message. Okay, I'm going to send this to Coach Ward right now. We'll see if we can get a live response before the game's over. Let's see if I can. Yeah, hi from Texas. I'm sure it's warmer in Texas than it is here. Although there were some places like New Mexico got snow before we did this year.
Well,
which is
New Mexico,
perplexing.
you remember they got the mountains too.
They
though.
do.
It's not all desert.
Not all desert.
Little geography facts for you on the morning buzz.
I didn't know I was missing that in my life until just now. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, looks like Coach Ward's on her phone. She's telling, wait, I'll zoom in. She's telling Coach Giroux live.
If you're still watching,
Breaking news.
your message has been delivered.
She definitely leaned over to Coach Giroux to say, check this out. Coach Carver's a little in front of Coach Ward right now, but they're coaching the heck out of these girls right now. I wonder if maybe Coach Giroux's going to send, I don't know. I witnessed the exchange. It happened. So I guess we could say that your message has been delivered. Buzz Media, we not only bring you this, we will also deliver messages.
Bringing people together. It's important in this COVID time. Help people connect.
Yes. So if anyone else needs to send...
She's happy. She gave us the woo-woo.
Yeah! Glad to help. Anything for a fellow Hornet field hockey player, Stephanie.
Yes. I remember Stephanie, too. She graduated with my brother. This is Isaiah Davis. He graduated with my brother, Jeremiah.
What if she didn't want to say hi to you?
She wasn't saying hi to me. I'm just telling her that I know.
Another corner for Leavitt. I've got the camera tilted out the window, so like I said, apologize for shakiness and angles, but trying to bring it to you.
I think a high ball right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were trying to explain that anyone who stands behind the goalie on a high ball, technically they're saying yes, they're checking yes on the iTunes agreement. And that would be the end of the game. So we're very glad that we were able to deliver this message for Stephanie.
All right. And thank you for
The
tuning in.
JV has
We have
won.
one remaining sporting event this year. It is the Football Game Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we are all done.
That will be the conclusion of fall sports. Well, not necessarily the conclusion, but the conclusion of what's available for coverage.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day. Happy Halloween, everyone.